I hate role playing. Ain't
it the worst part of playing Dungeons and Dragons?
All right. Hello and welcome back to Nat One Network. The whole crew is back together tonight to take on episode 11 of Whispers and Echoes. Whispers and Echoes is a homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign set in the Forgotten Realm and brought to you by the fine folks at Nat One Network. If you enjoy what we've been doing on this channel, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave us a message because we would love to hear your feedback. Yeah, we would. If you just can't get enough of Nat One Network, then you can also stalk us over on Twitter and Instagram at Nat One Network. Speaking of Nat One Network, let me see if I can locate our group of fine adventurers.
Oi! Hello.
Also pretty.
Hey Siri, change my background to green.
Did it work? It didn't work.
I want to change the color of the living room.
Siri, make me a woman.
This is why I unplugged my Alexa. I guess it doesn't matter because it's Alexa.
It didn't work.
You're better than me.
Or we did it.
So how you guys been? It's been about a week or two, right? We haven't been able to play. Missed you guys.
Yeah.
Any new
Right now,
babies?
drinking sparkly seltzer out of a straw.
All right,
So not a lot going on.
Apparently. Jeez, the pandemic did a lot for y'all's personality.
Yeah, right? Well, happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. We're recording on quite a holiday.
Oh, that's why you guys have the green lights. Oh.
Where's your green poncho?
Man.
All right. Well, since the entire group is saying "F you" to civility, we're just going to jump right into episode 11 of Whispers and Echo.
Yay!
Echo.
Yeah.
All right. Where we last left off. Your time exploring the Serpent Shrine for the missing Pride member Veru has uncovered many secrets, and you fought against a cabal of deadly enemies. But Veru's whereabouts still remain a mystery. After viciously destroying a gibbering mouther in the furthest depths of the Serpent Shrine, you discovered a secret door that was secured by our artificer mechanics. Inside the room sat a humble tomb. On the ground in front of it was a sigil with vocal recordings of King Baran and a man named Kristoff. Boot and Zada confirmed that the tomb was a shrine in honor of King Baran and built for Queen Ileana to visit at her leisure. But why? Why is there a shrine to King Baran in the depths of the Serpent Shrine? As you exited the shrine depths, you stumbled upon and engaged in a battle with a combination of bandits and undead, which you handily defeated. But by doing so, you saved the Yanti Queen, Eulasha, and her handmaid, Mildred. Eulasha was instantly enamored with Cask as he disarmed the frightened queen with his smile. She gave Cask a fang-toothed key and directed the group towards the throne room where Veru was last seen. At the doors of the throne room, you discovered a bloodbath of dead bodies that you assume was done courtesy of the giant snake, Zorga. Using the fang-toothed key given to him by Eulasha, Cask unlocked the throne room to discover Veru in a corner of the room, levitating and speaking in Infernal. A group of whisper soldiers stand between you and Veru. As you all enter the throne room and prepare for what looks like an unmanageable battle, a whisper soldier steps forward as if he's been expecting you and says, "I thought you guys would never come." And that is where we will begin tonight. All right.
DM, may I assume that I'm standing in the doorway at the moment?
Yeah, let me throw this up just real quick.
All right, I am going to slam the door closed for just a second and address everyone behind it, if that's okay.
Of course.
Knees quaking. I say, we are clearly outnumbered, but I think we can maybe talk our way out. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go again. And I throw the door open and I say, yes, you must be the backup that Ruby Jewel was talking about.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, as you kind of stroll into the room, Cass, do me a favor. Just do a quick, sleight of hand for me. Or, sleight of hand check.
What am I hand slighting?
Or, Actually, sorry. Do a dexterity for me.
Uh-oh. Seven.
All right. What you do notice is there's a whisper soldier in the middle, flanked by two. They look like they're magic users.
I would like to give them the echo salute, as is customary.
All right. He nods. Well, I assumed you were the Ruby soldiers, the Ruby Jewel soldiers. We'd been watching Ruby for a while, and I can't say that I'm too shocked to see you. I mean, Ruby obviously didn't think you would make it this far, but I know how hard you Echo soldiers train. So tell me, why have you come down to the Serpent Shrine without Ruby? Is he not your leader?
Casky, I think you should take the lead.
Okay. Yes. Permission to speak freely, sir? And I kind of eye the direwolf.
Okay.
I am
Of course.
Cascola Lionel, Lieutenant and Master Chef to Cadet and Captain in Training, Moth Bigon. How does, out of curiosity, DM, how does Veru look? Like, is she clearly a captive, or is she like initiating a spell?
Right. Veru is about good 3-4 feet off the ground. She looks like she's in a trance of some sort. Eyes either whited over or rolled back, one or the other, but you don't see any pupil or anything.
Oh boy.
And she is speaking in Infernal.
Do I understand any of it?
Yeah, what you can make out if you speak Infernal, right?
Yeah.
As do I.
Okay, so for the people in the room that do speak Infernal, what you're hearing is just almost a repeat of names or cities. So you hear Stonewall, you hear Curling Finger, Valrushun, Deadwoods, Gavin Glimfolly, but they're all being said in Infernal. A couple of other names that, as you're connecting the dots towards these are cities, Stonewall, Gavin Glimfolly, that you assume could be cities or locations, but they're all being said in Infernal.
To answer your question, we are originally here on business of the ambassador of King Baron, the greatly endowed Trewiley. That is why we are in Stonewall.
Trey Wiley. All right. He looks over to his right, and like I said, I'm going to forget names. Kadash. Is Trey Wiley on our list? And you see the sorcerer just turn to him and whisper, in a low growling voice, "He still remains on the list."
But specifically, we are here at the kind lady's behest. The one behind you, yes, the floating one, the red one. Hi.
Okay, so she's not.
I want to nudge Cask and be like, I don't think we're supposed to talk about her. She looks like she's not supposed to be the one that we're here for.
Zada, do me a favor and just roll for perception real quick.
Okay. I'd like to cast something after I perceive something.
Okay.
Maybe wait to perceive first.
Yeah. That is a 10.
Okay. As much arcane knowledge as you have already, you are noticing just little slight hand gestures coming from both of the guys, the Whisper soldiers that are flanking the metal gentleman. And to the naked eye, it seems like there's nothing going on. But the longer you stand there, there almost seems to be like a shimmer. And it looks like it could be surrounding you. Roughly surrounding the entire group. Roughly 3 to 4 feet in front of you, in front of your group.
Like some kind of shell that's going around us?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Through your arcane knowledge, you could maybe assume that this might be some sort of wall of force or something like that.
Okay.
I think what my compatriots were saying was that Ruby Joe had advanced upon some specific business, and he trusted us to take care of the business for him. Didn't he say that? Officer Cadet? I'm gonna slap Moth.
Yes, he sure did. He said you're gonna need our help.
We left a big old brain here in charge. Don't be afraid of his muscles. They're actually all filled with knowledge.
That's right.
Officer Cadet, that means that you must be in charge of this group right now.
I am. Yes, sir.
So then tell me, Officer Cadet, what would you do if you were in my shoes and a group of Echo soldiers showed up without their commanding officer?
Well, you would want to see the orders, I'm assuming.
Do you have orders?
I do, and I'm going to go into my journal, and I'm going to rip out the page that I copied the orders with, and I'm going to hand it to him.
Can I use minor illusion to make the corners look square? So it looks more official.
All right.
I just want to know the handwriting. Like,
yeah.
I'll make a sleight of hand check for that.
So, Moth, as you start stepping forward to hand him the note, you're immediately stopped. And it's almost like the America's Funniest Home Video where you see the people just run into a window. and it's just like that. Your nose turns to the side, and you're just stopped in your tracks by an invisible force.
Pretty sure. Ow! I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna kind of feel around. A mime put up a wall.
Well, trust me, that's for your safety, not ours. But
Maybe if you turn it into a plane, you could throw it to them.
Mind if I can step through? It'd be greatly appreciated.
well, tell you what, sans Ruby Jewel, and since we're all friends now, have you been through the Serpent Shrine? Have you found anything notable?
We came our way right here. We just we noticed there was a lot of dead enemies, vicious non-believers, all caking up the joint with their dirty serpent religion, and came straight over here.
Is that why you're covered in blood and muck and look as though you've been through battle after battle?
We had to fight other snake people to get down here.
Do me a favor and roll for deception.
Alrighty.
And I help him out by saying, "What could loyal servants of the king want with his prudent disciples?"
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, baby. We are lucky-ish. I got a strong... I don't think I have any natural deception. We'll see here real quick. Sorry, my character sheet is loading, and it is 15 total.
Okay. All right. So the guy in the middle just... I am enjoying this game. I am. But we are running out of time. I really don't care who you've been fighting, who you've been killing. There's a book in this temple. The kind tiefling behind us is reciting it word for word, but things would be a lot simpler if we could just have that book. Have you found a book? It would have locations, it'd have names.
Locations.
I'm going to reach up and kind of bend down and talk to Boot. I think he's talking about the stuff we found in Tree Wiley's.
Nope.
Tree Wiley.
That's not whispering, is it?
I said I was whispering.
He's saying that Triwile, in fact, mentioned such a book. I think he and his band of rebels was looking for such a book.
Yes, it was right. It was right before we killed him, right? That he said that.
Yes, very convincingly killed him.
And I'm gonna cross out the other names in the note that you gave me, or that I had stolen off of the dead body. The Jeffrey Rourke, Ebizan Trewali, and Jarley Krask. I'm gonna just cross them all out.
Okay.
And and then show them toward the and push it up against the what's it called?
Force wall.
The force wall.
The force. Again, a laugh. And as you turn it back around, in your haste, you crossed them out. But as you turn it back around, you don't see a mark over these names. And as you look closer, the crossed out names, it doesn't look like they've been crossed out in ink. It's almost as if there's a bind, some sort of mark on these names. I can almost guarantee that Trewali is still alive. Echo soldiers.
Oh,
well, how's that?
That bastard! He must have survived the
The
He has
night?
deceived us. A farce. He has been loyal to the king for over a decade. We are but recruits and stand fast in our allegiance. If you believe us to be mistaken, that is not so. Perhaps We have been deceived by this Trey Wiley character.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
It is the consensus of this group that you did not find a book in this temple. Is that right?
Oh, all right. Let's
No,
come
just some
clean.
No, we didn't find any
Come-
book in this temple.
Okay.
We'll come clean. We didn't find a book. We really looked for it because Trewiley said something about it. And to be honest, we're kind of stumbling our way through here. I mean, Ruby Jewel kind of directed us, but he kind of went off on his own. So, what kind of commanding officer are you going to follow who goes off on his lonesome? Drinking and gallivanting? I mean, you know the stories about him. Ruby Jewel, right?
Oh, I know the stories of Ruby Jewel. That's not the only list we have in production.
Oh.
And Ruby Jewel has found his name on a list as well.
Well, makes sense. Him gallivanting instead of working.
You can see that the guy in the middle kind of cocks his head, and for the first time he's really taking you guys in, and you in the back. You with the ambassador clothes. What is your name?
Go by many names. Zada Sayer, Hassan Bashar. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
So he kind of bows, and my name is Artuli Dryavan, captain in the Whisper Army. And he looks over again. Cardoth, is he on our list? And you just see a head shaking no. Well then, I was right. We are all friends here, aren't we? So I take it you're here for the tiefling behind me. Is that what I've surmised from this conversation?
We are. And as I say that, I take out a piece of wire and just put it in my mouth like I'm using a toothpick and cast a message to send to Varu.
Okay.
Just saying, I come on behalf of Yasmin. Are you okay? Do you need help?
You're not receiving anything back at this point. If anything, it's just more amplified the names over and over. Stonewall, Glavengoon Fall. You're not getting any message back.
Yes, you are correct. We have come for the tiefling.
Well, it almost seems as if we're at an impasse, right? I need a book. I need a book. You would like your tiefling friend.
Her sister is very worried about her.
As I would be too.
What do you need her for?
Well, as I said, she's transcribing a book that she wrote. It's describing the location of all serpent shrines like this.
So the trade is a book for life.
At this point, I believe it is.
What if she just finishes reciting the thing and we just wait? And then, we can have her after? How long does this take? It's just a book, right?
Well, I guess that'll depend on the length of the book.
What's so special about...
Three.
Sorry. What's so special about all these serpent shrines? What you want with all these snakes?
It shouldn't be something that you're worried about, Drow. Just know that we are worried about it, and that should be enough.
Actually,
I mean,
who
our
are
boy
all
here
of
actually.
you?
As I said, my name is Artuli. This is Cardoth. This is Ogash. We're all Whisper soldiers. I thought we had made that clear. Behind me stand Fallen Guard. And I believe you know Varu.
What would the king want with this strange book?
Well, if you ever are invited to visit the king, I'm sure you can ask him in person.
I may well do that. I'm just gonna like play the King Baron, it like from behind my back, but stop it before it says Kristoff.
Okay.
Just the audio from behind my back.
All right. So as you play the message, my love, it echoes off the walls. Oh,
the king! Is that the king I hear?
you are a fun group. I can see why Ruby chose you.
No, that sounds like it's coming from the other room. We should all go to the other room.
King Baron is in the other room. If anything, I would guess you found the throne room.
Throne room? Well, wouldn't that be back at Beacon Hill?
I'm tiring of these games, Echo.
Games? What games?
So
I'm so confused.
As you guys are standing there, you do see in the shadows. So the room itself, just let me share this real quick. In the black upper right corner, you see another figure up there. Cask, you notice that he in his hand has a fanged key that looks exactly like the key you had. And as you start looking on your body, looking in the door, you realize that you don't have that key anymore. And what you see is a door start to open over there. And it reveals a set of stairs.
I hide on all fours behind Bree. And I point at the door, quaking as it opens, and I say, "Look out!"
As I've said, my Echo friends, this has been fun, and thank you. It's not often that I get to experience fun and games in my role, but now that we've unlocked our way out of here and you brought me my key, that's really all I needed. He reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out his own book. I'm going to leave this with you. I don't feel it right to take such unassuming lives for no reason. But I'll leave you this. And he looks at you, Kellen. I can assume that you know your way around explosives, is that right?
I've dabbled.
This is a dictation book. I can assume that Ruby Jewel has told you that there's an imminent plan to attack Stonewall. Your mission is going to be to plant some bombs for us inside of the org. We'll send you a message when it's time to do so. Does that sound like something you can accomplish?
I think it is something I could accomplish. How will I know this message comes from you?
Well, it's a one-way street or two-way street here, isn't it? You're just going to have to trust me.
But how do I trust the message?
You ask a lot of
trust
questions.
you, my friend. How do I trust the message? Or the messenger?
The message is coming straight from me, and the message from me comes straight from the king. You question me, you question the king. The message is the message. You can dissect it all you like, but it is what it is.
What if the messenger comes from Trewally and claims to be you?
Well, for your sake, I hope that you figure out a way to work that puzzle out in your brain. And he drops the book on the ground. And he looks at you, Zada, and he's like, the tiefling, you can have her. So they all start walking towards this the stairway. And he leans over to Olga, whispers in his ear. As they all start to exit the throne room, Olgoth reaches into this tan bag, and he pulls out this furry, it looked like a furry mound of flesh, and he tosses it on the ground. I don't know why it looked like he has a watch. I don't know what. But let me check my hourglass. Yes.
What time is it?
Your wall of force should end shortly. Hopefully Varu will still be alive by that time. And they all start exiting the room. As they exit, the shining, shimmering wall is still there. What would you guys like to be doing?
All right, well, we really muffed that one up, didn't we? Some smart thinking on everybody's account.
Yeah, it was really confusing. I don't know what was going on.
At least we are
I
still
even put a
alive.
freaking weird accent. You see that? It was weird.
All right, well, how we bust out of here?
It's a good thing those guys had gotten out of here in time before I started to blow some shit up.
Sure, yeah, wizard. How we get out of this magical force field?
Without acknowledging what Boots said, I go along the wall and start feeling for gaps. A gap that might be between the wall and the force field.
Got it. Okay.
Can I?
Go ahead, Bree.
Can I look really close to the furry thing while Sada is doing that? While he is I want to get closer and see.
Yeah. So Zada, what you're feeling as you feel around, like almost in a 360 degree, I mean, minus the walls and whatnot. Everywhere that you're feeling as high as you can touch down to the ground, you're feeling like this wall. You're not feeling a gap yet. Do me a favor, just roll for Arcana.
Five.
Okay. Yeah, you're not noticing anything noticeable, I guess would be the phrase. It'd be a terrible phrase, but that's it. But what you do know, just from your knowledge of did we lose Fred? Or is that Fred? I can't tell.
Fred has turned into a jersey.
he's a swoosh.
He's actually standing just in the corner, just dark, that shape over there.
But what you do know, just from your knowledge of the magics and arcana, is that you guys went into this room almost 10 minutes have passed, roughly, and you know that that's kind of the time frame that these walls are up for, give or take. Give or take.
I turn to Boots and say, just wait a few more minutes and the wall will come down, unless you have a better solution.
Well, my solution would be to use magic against it. Summon it away. Can't you do that?
I turn toward the wall and I go, woo! And I turn toward Boots and say, didn't work.
I think we're the same level of magic users, so I'll keep that in mind. Roll my eyes.
I want to. Is there any like gravel or like little stones, like almost like sandish?
Yeah. I mean the floor is covered with rubble and stuff.
So I'm gonna pick up like piles of it and just start throwing it at all of the corner, like trying to find the shape of this wall.
Okay.
And see if it has any kind of gaps or openings.
So as you guys are doing this, you see is Zada kind of going around doing his best mime impersonation, Kellen throwing rocks at the wall, and Bree kind of huddled in a corner in deep concentration watching this fur ball that's on the ground. And Bree, what you're noticing is the fur ball, when it was thrown, was roughly the size of like a grapefruit. And you can see that it's kind of got a movement to it. And the longer you stare, almost like a trick of the eye, you're seeing that it's expanding. It's getting bigger until it's not, you can tell it's not just a trick, but this fur ball is actually getting bigger. And it's starting to, the size of a medieval basketball. It's starting to get big and bigger. Right now, it's probably the size of a small baby.
Guys, we need to get Baru out of there. And I point at the furry thing is growing.
We need to get us out of here.
And I cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay.
Stop growing.
14.
Tie.
No, I was asking if that was the saving.
Oh, 14 is yes. Yes.
All right. You don't see anything happen noticeable. You don't know if it affected it or not. Bree, what you're noticing, and anybody else who's kind of seeing this happen, you're seeing it starting to expand. You see that there's starting to be like almost muscle twitching, forming of like limbs.
Oh,
You're not
no.
hearing
It's-
anything, but you are seeing that.
It's one of those monsters. The thing. It looks like it.
A
mouth?
mouth there.
Gibbering.
The mouth
The
guy.
thing,
What,
the thing that we killed?
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe I'm wrong, but
Okay.
should we kill it? Can we kill
Probably.
it? Should we toss anything to the wall? I'm gonna
I have an idea.
Start stabbing the invisible wall.
So Kellen, you've been throwing. You throw once more, and you kind of see that down at the bottom, a couple pebbles have kind of made their way to the other side. Still a lot of ricocheted back at you. Zada, if you're feeling up high, you're not really feeling anything. As you kind of reach down, you are seeing there's a little bit of give on this wall.
like it's dissipating
Like it's dissipating.
from the bottom.
Yeah. What you do see is almost rapidly this fur ball that was once the size of a grapefruit has expanded, and it is large. It is a large being, and it stands up. It's large. It stands up, and what you see in front of you is a large cave bear.
Oh, that's really close.
Well, knowing that the worst thing that you can do around a bear is to scream and yell, I'm gonna exactly do that. And I'm gonna be like, hey, Fluffy, you are so Flufferton, that you are so bad. And I start doing things and doing, hey, here. And if I have any attention, I'm gonna grab the puppy's body and I start like, you want some food? Do you want some food?
Okay. You are noticing that it's the wall is surrounding you. You don't have access to the have a dog. So you are kind of in there. The shield is dissipating. It seems like from the bottom up. Gravel has made its way down towards the bottom of it. You're seeing this beast. You're seeing him kind of walk back and forth and just kind of almost looking through you, like you're not there, but still looking in your direction. You're not hearing anything. You're not hearing any growls. You're not hearing any breaths. Nothing like that. But you are seeing him, and he looks ferocious. At the same time, you're seeing Veru is starting to, as the wall of force is rising, Veru is kind of falling. She hits the ground with a thud. The wall comes up. So what you guys are noticing, the wall has gone up. Veru has hit the ground. Bree is making a commotion, and Bree, what you hear next is Moth's voice in your head. You look over. All of Moth's belongings are on the ground. The staff that he got from the pillar is on the ground. Everything is on the ground. His clothes. The only thing you don't see is Moth.
Tips on his pants.
Not
Good
a
time,
fucking
dude.
gain! I can't handle it! I'm gonna draw my bow and I'm gonna try to take a shot at that creature.
Okay, how close are you? You are right next to him. Just FYI, it would be at a disadvantage.
Wait,
but
I'm
I'll
right
let
next to him?
He's right next to you. If I was to pull up the map, which let me do it real quick. Pulling up the map, he was standing right on the other side of the force.
The
field.
force.
Of the wall of force, and he happens to be just right by you. Again,
Okay.
you see him. He's intently looking in y'all's direction. You're not hearing anything, but that's what you see.
Okay. Well, in that case, are we rolling for? Is this just happening? I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. Just take your shot.
All right.
And then we'll do
What?
initiative if we need to.
And I'm gonna
Okay,
take
well-
my shot.
Knowing that he's this close, I am going to use a short sword. And it's a 13 to hit.
Okay. All right. So what everybody in the room sees is Boot just take out his short sword, going to like he's the hero of the day, swinging right at the cave bear. The sword doesn't connect. It should connect, but it doesn't connect. It goes right through this image of a cave bear as Boot kind of loses his footing because he's expecting to hit something, and he stumbles and is kind of standing where this apparition is. You guys are all familiar with shit, I forgot the spell. The spell that
Ghost
makes things
spells.
show up.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion. The
Major-
one that doesn't have sound. Sorry. I don't have
Yeah.
it.
Major illusion.
Minor illusion, and that's what you can guess is what this is. Again, the bear
Cheeky bastard.
doesn't react to Boot, doesn't react to anything, and you're not hearing anything. But that's what
I walk through it and go over to Baru.
Okay.
And I kneel down and just put my hand on her shoulder and, are you okay? What happened?
The whisper attacked so quickly. It was. Wait, you're Yasamin's friend, yes?
Yes. She's worried about you.
Is she okay? Is she here?
She's upstairs. We came down to find you.
We must leave this throne room. I fear it is full of carbon monoxide. The whisper. They came as soon as I put up a fight. Zorga. We made our way to the throne room. Yolasha gave her life. I fear to save me, but for what cost? I fear the whisper have the location of every shrine across Prosperity.
What do they want with it?
You cannot call me crazy. I am tired of people calling me crazy.
I would never call anyone crazy.
King Baron is alive. There are thrones set up in every serpent shrine across Prosperity. Why, I don't know. That is a Queen Ileana question, but
That is strange. Had you been down here before? Are you familiar with this?
yes, we've been working with Yolasha and the Yanti for years now, 3 years, protecting King Baron, waiting on his return.
So you were not aware that there are other throne rooms in other Yanti temples?
No, of course, I am one of the architects. I knew deeply. They wanted the Whisper were after a book that I had written to pass on. Stupidly, I kept it here and thinking Stonewall would be safest place, but when they showed, I was unprepared and I feared in my trance I've given them what they came here for.
What, why were you in that trance? Did they threaten you?
The Whisper have, unfortunately, many powerful friends, and before I knew, I was under their spell.
Where did they go? They went downstairs. What is under this place?
It is a passageway to the Lookout Mountain. Has an entrance by the outside of the Stonewall gates.
So they're leaving the city.
I believe so.
On a hunt for these temples. Interesting. Well, let's get you out of here. How about that?
You said my sister is safe.
Yes.
Is that due to you?
I mean, she can take care of herself.
She can't take care of herself. So she does let you help her. You can tell that she's proud, that she's noble, but she lets you help her. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Moth?
So, Bree, you can tell that he's in there. You can tell that Moth is that feeling. The feeling of almost like someone is standing behind you watching you, you have. Knowing what Boot went through before and then seeing the telltale signs of Moth disappearing, you can assume that he's with you now. You can assume that Moth is inside you now.
Listen, Moth. I'm not playing games. You better stay put. Otherwise, whenever you come back, I'm gonna kick your ass so much your ancestors will hurt as well.
You hear low grunting, but that's about it.
You stay there! And we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Both is inside of me! I feel so dirty!
So I just watch Bree break down in front of me. Just to confirm something, DM, King Baron, good king, King Danelle, bad, right? For the most part.
Yeah,
Okay,
I guess.
cool.
Yeah, that's the narrative that people are telling you. Yeah.
And King
as you
Baron
get-
was dead, right? Like we all know him to have
Yeah,
died.
the lore is that King Baron passed away, that he died.
Okay.
Natural causes. The conspiracy is that he's still alive and plotting his return. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys? The two rogues. Boot, do me a favor. Roll normally. Bree, just because you're dealing with some stuff right now, roll at disadvantage, but roll for perception. Just.
18 and 7.
Okay. And then
Huh.
Boot.
I am dirty 20.
Okay. All right. You're noticing a lot of things scattered around the room. One thing, there's not a chest, but there's a series of like pots, like wicker pots with like lids. As you start going through them, you do see different things. But you find a pair of goggles. They look like just basic mining goggles, something to protect your eyes. And that's what you can tell that they are. You're finding stashes of gold, stashes of silver. 75 gold is there, 100 silver is there, and 300 copper is there.
75 gold, 100 silver,
And 300.
and
300.
and I'm just in the room with everybody, right?
Yeah, you're right. Everybody's watching you go through all this stuff.
All right, I'm gonna loudly announce. "Oi, I found some small pittance for us all to split nobly amongst each other, as we do, us fellow adventurers.
Okay.
I found 75 gold, about 100 silver, and 300 copper."
Nice haul.
Right. That's awesome because I will probably need a beer after today.
Bree, did you want to hold on to it for safekeeping?
I will.
Here you go, Bree, I loudly say.
Look how generous I am.
Look how noble. See? Anyway.
So this is what we found right now, and you have the other part, right?
Of a partner, this is everything we found here.
Should I frisk you a little bit?
Frisk me? What? You think? Should we get out of here? What are we doing back here? Fru, where we go?
A few more things that you're finding. You found a wrapped tapestry.
Okay.
If you unroll it, it looks like it's like a medieval pinup drawing of Eulasha.
Ooh.
Very seductive pose. Sheer nightgown looking thing on. Just like she's let her hair, like a glamour shot for.
Can I have that boot?
Wait, with the snake tail?
With the snake.
Stored that in the spank bank.
Yeah, because Yolasha was the Yanti, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was I be my guest?
But
Okay.
where do you put it? Never mind.
Wait,
I
how
put
big is
it-
this
I guess-
tapestry?
The tapestry is roughly like 11 by 17 type.
Nice.
Portable.
Big
Yeah,
enough to
nice.
roll up.
Yeah, rolling. Yeah, portable. That's nice. Or you see access one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, in this room, that's pretty much what you see. It's a not a fancy throne room. It has been lived in. It's a home to Yanti. But there are some fine things here and there. But for the most part, that's what you're finding that you think could have value. Okay.
Okay, DM, I'm sorry. Can you repeat? It's 75 gold,
Mhm.
100 silver?
Silver, yeah, and then
Oh, okay.
300 copper.
Okay.
300 copper.
Almost like she doesn't trust you.
It's a it's a lot of math to be doing in the dungeon.
Yeah.
According to
And-
the rolls so far, no one has
One,
reason except for Zada not to trust me. Just saying.
Yeah, just and
Just
then
saying.
you had those. Then you had those goggles as well.
It's true. I'm
Um,
keeping these.
oh, now you look like me.
Is anybody picking up moth stuff before y'all leave?
Yes, I would
I'll-
like to.
Did someone pick up the book that they left?
They didn't have a book.
I thought you said that he was leaving a book.
They did.
On the
They
ground.
Oh.
yeah. Artuli threw a book on the ground, and it's still there unless somebody picked it up.
How do you spell his name again?
I will give it to you.
Antilly?
Artuli. So it is
Art.
spelled ARTULLY. Last name Dryavon. DRYAVAUN.
It's close.
Like,
Human.
Okay.
Don't
He was
drive
a,
on the
a
wrong
Whisper
side of the road.
soldier? Or
Whisper
was he like an
soldier.
officer?
He was a captain.
Captain. Whisper captain,
Captain.
and he's human.
And then there's Cardath. Was it Cardath?
Oh yeah. The two magic users by him, Cardath and Ogash.
And Olgath? Okay.
Ogash. Yeah.
Olgash.
Oh gosh.
And who's picking up the book?
I'll pick up the book.
Okay.
I
Um,
want to kind of like investigate it, I guess, on the ground first.
Okay. What's your passive investigation, just so I know what you're working with?
Well,
Let me see
isn't
what
it?
you're
Well,
working with.
my passive investigation is 14.
Okay. All right.
My passive perception is 11.
With your investigation and just knowing where you come from Gavin Gloom Folly, this is something that's frequently used in the Gavin Gloom community, especially in universities when there's like education happening. It's something that's normally passed from like an instructor to a student, that kind of thing. And what this is a document satchel. It's a magic item. It allows you to magically send and receive documents to and from one another,
Like a fax.
almost like a fax.
Yes! Cannon.
But it's only to another person that has the opposite or like the coordinating bag.
Correct. Yeah.
So it wasn't an actual book.
I mean, it's bound like a book. You open it up, and it's like a trapper
Like
keeper.
like a
almost.
folder kind of thing. You put something
Yeah.
in and it.
Oh, like a Lisa
Okay.
Frank Trapper Keeper.
Oh, so that's how I'll know
Yeah.
that it's coming from him.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to do in this room?
No.
If that's everything that's here, What about the way that they left? The exit that they made.
As you guys go over there and look, whoever is going over there to look, you do see that it almost looks like that the key was snapped off in there, in the locking mechanism. You can see two just like jagged prongs sticking out where the hold would be. Not impossible to pick, not impossible to clean up and fix, but it is an obstacle right now.
I'm gonna use my thieves' tools and be like, "Get a load of a master at work," and I'm gonna whip him out and then do my darndest.
Okay. All right. Let's roll for it then.
Should we follow them, or should we just destroy the tunnel?
No, that's a way in and out of the city. I mean, we could use that later.
Yeah, but they're gonna be probably on the other end of it.
Yeah, they are escaping. That's why they went down there. They have a list of objectives now to work with. I imagine that they will be pursuing those, trying to get to all of these temples for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, you gave them your name, so
Well, I mean, we have our own list of objectives too. I happen to have this, and I pull out this scroll. Do I have the scroll?
Tapestry.
I have the scroll, right? So I'm
You
gonna pull out
the
the
tapestry that's
no.
in her
I
naked
pull out the
body.
tapestry. Oh no, no, the other
We have an
scroll.
objective.
And I open it up, and it's a list of all the temples, or it's a map with the locations of all the temples.
what?
Oh, that is what they were after.
Yeah,
That's what they wanted to trade for.
It was? Oh, that would have made things so much easier. I could have just handed this right over.
I mean, is that...
Roll it
And
back up
rolls.
and put it
Yeah, I
back
thought
away.
they were looking for the book that I have in my backpack.
Well, maybe that too. I don't know. Book, scroll? Who knows? They're both paper.
The one that you went
That's
into the
true.
wall with.
That didn't come from a temple. Did it come from a temple? That comes
I
No,
think
the-
at some point it did.
The book that you have, Barney, it is actually a book. It's not a scroll.
Oh,
but
it is
it's,
a book.
Yeah,
I
it is.
unrolled the
you-
book.
Yeah, it's a book of locations of serpent shrines.
Okay.
Boot, what did you were messing with your thieves' tools? What happened there?
Yeah, do I add my sleight of hand bonus to it, I guess?
Go ahead.
Yes.
All right, because I have proficiency in thieves' tools.
So you add another 2.
Is it just 2?
So
It should already be
you
added up
do your
on D&D
sleight of
Beyond.
hand plus 2, I believe.
Sleight of
Armor?
hand plus 2?
Are you
No,
you
that's
using
correct.
D&D Beyond, Boot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should already be added up for you there with your +2 and everything.
I don't have a thing there though.
No black
It's
circle
just-
or no.
I think it's just Dex plus proficiency. So
Dex.
Yeah, that
plus-
might be it. That might be it.
Okay, so then and proficiency is +2.
Yes.
This game's so complicated. All right, well then I got an 18 actually.
Okay.
I thought I was worried with
Great.
a 13, but
So yeah, you're
fine.
able to finally with your nimble little hands dig out the what is actually the broken pieces of the fang tooth key. Clean it out. It looks like it's fresh and ready to go. As you're working with it with your 18, you are able to. It's a fairly primitive lock. You're able to click it open pretty easily. And what you see is just a spiral staircase going straight down. You have
Now-
120 feet of dark vision, right?
yeah.
You can see the bottom. It's roughly about 70 feet down.
All right.
Stairway.
As I'm like unlocking the door and like opening up, I'll be like, "Don't forget to tell your sisters about these nimble fingers." And as I push it open and then put my thieves kit away, just kind of proudly.
Fixed it. Okay.
What?
All right.
Okay, what we should do? We know that there's going to be an attack, and we have 2 groups trying to blow each other.
Wait. Phrasing?
You have two groups trying to blow each other.
Blow each other up.
Let's explore Breeze. This campaign's about to turn.
BDSM.
Yeah.
And everybody, have a happy ending.
And we all settled
It's
down and
so
opened up a
easy,
brothel.
it's so easy. Yeah.
So,
Or
Cask and Bree, you're the closest to the door, so you start to hear it first. But you do start to hear like this deep wailing, almost like a guttural, just like over, almost like chanting, almost.
Oh no! It's my inner monologue.
coming back from behind where you guys entered.
There are two groups. They both want to.
Oh my god.
Should we get out of here? We've said that a couple times. It's getting a little spooky again. You got unlocked a scary door. There's some chanting. What? I don't like this place, guys.
Is the chanting
Yes.
coming from? It's coming from back the way that we came, right? Not
where
from
you-
the way that.
I know.
Yeah, it's coming back from where you entered the shrine originally.
So, do we follow the moaning noise, or do we follow the baddies?
Oh,
We need to figure out what we're gonna do. What is
We have
inside the
accomplished. We have accomplished our objective.
Yes.
We found Varu.
Are we
we
going
need
to
to
She
get
escape?
doesn't
Varu
need to
out
be
of
in here any longer.
yeah. Let's get
Okay.
her
Let's get
out
her
of
out.
here.
Are we going
Regroup.
back?
Maybe like take a little break. and
Yeah,
then-
maybe like a long rest or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we need to regroup with Julasha and take her out of here as well.
Or she might be the one chat.
So as you're
Maybe.
exiting that room, the throne room, again going through that bloodbath scene, to your right you do see a door that you haven't gone through, but then you also see the pathway that you came from, and those are your two directions right now.
Unless anybody says otherwise, I'm going to the door that we haven't opened yet.
As soon as I pull this little thing out.
What about Varu? Does she need a lift? I'm gonna try to like help her up. How's she doing?
Oh yeah, I would have shouldered her along if she needs that kind of help.
Yeah, so Varu is staying with Zada, kind of letting him help
Nothing
her.
but dry food.
How about we open this last door that we haven't been through yet?
Oh,
Wait, you
maybe
want to go
it's an
through
exit.
another door?
Maybe
I
it's
thought we
an
got
exit.
what we came for.
We did. So if this is an exit, it's a faster way out.
I think that the dark way, where the bad guys went, is or potential good guys, friends. We don't know. We should follow them, right? I did just crack that door open like it was nothing, so probably nothing too scary down there. What do you say?
I go open
What
the
do you
door that's 10 feet away from me.
Why do you want to follow them?
So Zada, as they're having their conversation behind you, as you approach the door, you notice that it looks like it's been slammed against. The locking mechanism on it isn't even catching. So it looks like it's kind of off kilter to begin with. As you go to
So-
push it open, you feel resistance. And that's what you're feeling.
Does it feel like it is shut, or does it feel like there's something on the other side that's holding it from moving?
It feels like there's something on the other side.
Okay. Can I put my shoulder into it and heave?
Sure. Do me a favor and go ahead and roll for strength for me.
Excellent.
His best trait.
Oh, damn, I thought that was a 1. 7.
7. Okay. All right. As you're nudging through, you're feeling like you might need some help on this one because you're nudging, but there's definitely some stuff blocking the way.
I yell back, hey, can one of you guys give me a hand, please?
I'll do it.
It feels like there's something on the other side of this door.
I'll do it.
Well, now that she has the strength of Moth within her.
I hide behind the boot.
Okay. So, Rick, as soon as you, or Zada, as soon as you call for reinforcements, and Tiny Tasmanian Devil Bree just charges towards the door. Y'all hit the door in unison, and it starts to move slowly in. And what you see inside this room, you see a collection of candles still burning. You see, it looks like thieves' tools or some sort of tools spread out throughout the ground. A man wearing whisper armor, looks like he's been just crushed. Blood pouring out of his eyes, his mouth, his nose, purple eyes bulging. You see a large, maybe 8x10 circular rug leaning up against the wall. And across the hall, around the corner, there's another door that leads further, and you just see boxes piled up against that door as well.
Oh. Okay. Can I look around to see if there's anything of note, papers, books?
Yeah.
Check the soldier.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're going in, Bree, you're also in there as well. Do me a favor, both of y'all roll for perception real quick.
Ooh, 19. Never had a modifier for perception.
17.
before.
13 plus 4.
Okay. The brightness of the room, I mean, the candles are pretty intense. You can feel the heat building up at this room with both of the doors blocking. The heat is just built up in this room. Sweat starting to pour down your chest and your face already. But what you can see, in the middle of the room, there's a latch or a hatch, roughly about there. Looks like the tools that were spread out are kind of centralized in this area. There's a crowbar, kind of looks like it had at one point been working on this hatch, but it's been abandoned at this point. If you were to deduce, it looks like this stuff belonged to the now dead Whisperer.
And it looks like this is a hatch underground that goes under the room.
Yes.
And it's not yet opened.
Right.
I yell back. I found a door to the exit, as well as it looks like a trap door. I don't know if you guys want to open it, but I think the other door in here leads back to the entrance.
It's a big assumption this is a door to any exit.
I mean, based on my amazing knowledge of the path that we've taken so far.
Could be a door to more treasure.
It's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys if you want to. I'm ready to go. Unless you guys want to open this hatch. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else in here that we were.
So this Whisper was trying to come in from this
No,
room?
it looks like he was trying to open this trap door.
Trying to get down into the
Under,
trapdoor.
yes. So, hey, maybe it's important.
Is there a locking mechanism on this?
Yeah, it looks like the locking mechanism looks pretty standard to your just the naked eye. Looks like it was banged up pretty good. Whoever was messing with this wasn't very proficient in opening locks. It doesn't look like, and they just resorted to brute strength.
From my knowledge of locks.
From my knowledge.
I don't know. I've seen my fair share of locks and sprung into most of them. Does it look
When
like
I did that
I
summer
would actually be able
internship.
Does it look like actually that it would still work, or is it just kind of fried to shit?
Got it. With your knowledge of locks, do me a favor and roll for investigation just to kind of see what you can come up with.
Boy, let me take a look here, see what I can do. It's 5.
All right.
It was a short internship.
It was a short internship. It was a
Unpaid.
Unpaid.
study abroad. I mean, what you can deduce is that it is obviously a lock. It looks like many locks you've seen before, nothing special one way or the other. As Boot is down there kind of investigating this lock, whoever is in this room, I'm going with Zada and Bree just because you already rolled for perception. You do notice that there's almost like a flutter up against the wall coming towards where the large rug is.
A flutter?
A flutter, as Boot is messing with the lock. And Zada, Yasmin, Varu, who you're helping, she's all in and out of consciousness at this point. But you can muttering underneath her breath, but you maybe can make out the words "careful."
Maybe we should be getting her back to the surface. You think?
Yes. That's why I was going to walk out to this door soon. Unless you guys... I don't know, maybe that's a magic carpet.
What?
Is it the magic carpet on the wall? I don't know, there's like something fluttering above it.
I'm just gonna try to unlock this door while everyone's talking.
Okay. All right.
I would like to imagine that Cask is standing over Boot's shoulder, saying stuff like, just helping him out, quote unquote, but not really helping.
Is that sleight of hand to bust into locks?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. 17.
Actually, it's lockpicker's tools. It's like thieves' tools.
Proficiency?
Do you have proficiency in your?
I do have proficiency with thieves' tools, so it would be 16 instead of 17.
You added in your modifier and everything. You're good.
Modifier would be just +2, right? Of the proficiency. I rolled a 14, so.
14, 15, 16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, whatever you roll, if it's over 15, you got it. So.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Right,
So as you start messing with the lock, until you open this lock, that fluttering of the rug kind of just keeps going, and you can see the frills along the rug are just kind of almost like piano keys. They're just kind of going all the way down, not making a sound. When the door opens, when you successfully open the hatch, it kind of calms down. Doesn't really move after that. And inside, what you see, Boot, you see a studded leather armor, but this one looks a little bit different. This one, it almost looks like scales, snake scales, serpent scales, from the very top all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, that's what you see. Very shiny, very pristine, very honorable looking.
Ooh, shiny! I like shiny.
Nice find.
Thank you. A little bit of skill again. Underappreciated. I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
I feel like we're forgetting that this place actually is owned by other people, isn't it?
I mean, it is a dungeon to a temple. Yeah, I imagine that.
I mean, should we be taking shit from here?
What, you want to fucking look in the lease and see who owns it and return all the shit? Bree's got 300 gold on her or some amount. You want her to give it back and donate it to them fucking snakes?
Yeah, but you can lose 300 gold. Okay? It's really hard to lose armor like that. I mean, what if someone...
People lose it all the time. Look, they lost it just now.
It is true. It is gone. I can't even see it anymore.
Boot, you have an interesting approach to life. I will give you that.
Okay, Mr. Ambassador. We will table this discussion. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait. What was going on with that rug, by the way? I'm going to point at the fluttering rug.
So the rug itself is stopped. moving once you open the hatch. Now it looks just like a normal rug. No movement.
Is there anything I'm missing in this hatch then?
Right now that's it.
It's
So
just
what do
like an indent, or is it?
Yeah, so what it looks like to you is it's a wooden hatch, square hatch. Open it up, roughly about 2 feet deep. Once you reach in, then that's what you found inside.
You guys
I'm gonna
ready
check.
to go?
I'm gonna just check to see if there's any like false doors or anything on the bottom or
Okay.
anything I'm missing.
All right.
I
And then-
think I'm missing something here. Ooh, 18 plus investigation plus 3. So 21.
So as you're feeling around the sides, Boot, what you're feeling is almost like splinters in your hand. Not extremely painful, but it is drawing a little bit of blood. As your hand crosses over the armor again, you do see that the wounds in your hand almost seem like they're healing a little bit.
Oh.
But as far as finding anything else in this hatch, you're not finding it.
All right.
Zod, are you standing by the door?
The exit door, yes.
So you're noticing sounds coming from the other side of the door.
Okay. People sounds, creature sounds.
Sounds like chatter. Sounds like people talking.
Okay. I motion to the rest of the group. I think there are people on the other side of this door.
Should we knock?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. Are we walking to someone's home?
No, you just had that whole thing about how other people who lived here and stuff. So
Yes, it's very true.
Maybe this time we should try politeness.
I think they'd go on, Brie.
I just want to go. Like really, I just want to go. How do you fix this? How do you fix this with Moth? How do you took him off? I want to go. I want to go and besides her, look at her. She's sick. And
I opened the door. I opened the door and walked there.
So you've got all these boxes in front of you. So go ahead. You guys start moving the boxes.
Oh,
As they're
okay.
moving the boxes out of the way, Bree, what you're noticing as you're like voicing your frustration is that you feel like this inner like turmoil, but it's not really coming from you. You feel like this deep, like almost self-hatred, or almost self-loathing, but it's not really coming from you. You can't put your finger on it, but knowing that you have a half orc inside of you, you can maybe deduce. Do me a favor, roll for history real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's 9 plus history.
Yeah.
11.
All right. So this is pretty recent history. As you're saying, how do I get this out? How do I fix this? I want to fix this. And you're looking around and you're seeing the candles all around. Something snaps in your brain and you're like thinking that when Boot had Moth inside of him, at one point Boot had mentioned somebody burned me. And you're recalling that what happened when Moth did appear was after a battle. And those are the two thoughts that are in your head. The candles, somebody burned me, Moth coming back after a battle.
Okay. So I'm going to a candle and remembering that Booth just flinched in the last second, I'm going to grab a candle and pour some wax on my arm.
Okay.
To burn
What
myself.
are you doing, little one?
I'll get in a wax.
It feels
It's a
good under the
Brazilian.
right circumstances.
All right, do me a favor, go and roll for Constitution for that, and then Kellen's biting his lip.
That's a natural 1.
Okay, all right. The candle hits your skin, it sears, but then it kind of cools pretty quickly. It's everyone else in the room is watching this happen, but nothing else happens.
Fuck. I'm gonna try later.
So as Zada and whoever else was helping move these boxes out of the way, it looks like these were put there deliberately, almost as like a barricade.
I'm curious about any arcane. If there was some kind of magic going on within here, I want to first know if there if there is any inkling of it before I use anything like detect magic.
Got it. Do you have any spell slots, or do you have any slots left to use detect magic, or is it
Well,
your ritual?
I could use detect magic as a ritual, or I can use my last spell slot, which I've been holding on to.
Okay.
So I was just gonna do an arcane check real quick, just to get like an inkling.
Okay. All right. You're getting a. Go ahead.
Arcane is +4, so I have a 21.
Oh wow. You're getting just a little bit more than a feeling, but you're
More than
almost
a feeling.
almost certain that this armor that Boot pulled out has magical properties. The ruffling of the rug, you've heard of this before. You've seen this before. The rogues have probably seen this before, and they would recognize this as an enchanted rug, most likely tied to the hatch.
It's tied to the most likely tied to the hatch.
Magically.
I really like this rug. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. How
It's
big
a
is this
big
rug?
8x10. It's pretty.
Can
big.
I roll it up and put it into my?
It's like twice
My
your
backpack?
size.
You can certainly try. Yeah.
Are
But
you
it's
just going
sticking
to
out?
what? Kellan, what just happened to that taking things? Are you going to give
This is
that
a really
back to
nice rug.
Yulasha?
They won't
Now,
miss
now.
a rug. There's
It
a
might
rug right
be
there.
Yulasha's rug.
You
How
have
do you
some
not
fleeting.
know?
Yeah, you have some
We
fleeting
need to
moral.
get out of here.
Yeah,
Using your
here-
own logic against you, Pasha. And I catch
exactly.
Well,
Make
if
some
he's able to
parts.
take a piece of armor, like I don't see why I can't have a rug.
I didn't
Let the
see
man
him
have
take
his rug.
anything.
Maybe he's planning on decorating something. You don't know. Oh, you know what, Cullen? I'll help you carry it out.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to that image.
me too.
Rug.
It's like an angle like that, and just like
How
Peter!
far are
Anyway.
we on these boxes?
As you guys are standing around this open hatch, just kind of going back and forth, and Kellen really wanting to pull this rug, you do notice out of the corner of your eye the other door opening, and standing at the doorway is Axel.
Axel Rose.
Axel Rose. Yeah. I can't get that high anymore.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're
I
gonna
thought
die.
I heard voices in here. Everybody accounted for.
Where were you?
Taming a giant snake. What were you up to?
Oh yeah, kind of forgot about that giant snake. Where's it now?
Well, it's mourning its dead along with the other snake people. But come on out. It looks like you're missing somebody. Did somebody die?
Not exactly.
Hopefully.
I mean,
The cow would run off or something. But
Yeah.
come on out. Let's all get together. It looks like Queen Yalosh is a little bit off a rocker right this minute. Seems that the Whisper done in with all of her baby snakelings, so she's having a moment.
oh, wait, was that Yolash's baby snakes?
Well, I mean, they were Zorgas, but you know.
And
Yolash's.
Zorga is the big snake.
Right.
And it's that still alive?
The giant snake? Yeah, that's how if you listen close, you hear the mournful wails of the priestesses gathered around with Zorga. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's a real
those
shame.
bastards! I can't believe they killed those snake babies.
it's
Echo
hard.
whisper, no bounds to their trouble-causing ways.
Nefarious deeds.
I swear I've had it up to here with them. We'll do something about them for this, I'm sure. We'll do something. I got up to here. And it's up to only like,
It's
waist
crotch.
high of Axel.
Yeah. All right. Well, as you guys are conversing, Zada, were you following behind? You were actually in the room, but
Yeah, I was walking Varu over to Yasmin.
So Yasmin does, as they're having their conversation, hugs Varu, kind of thanks you without saying thank you. Hugs her sister. Zora, we've got to get out of here.
I agree. Let's go. How
There's
are
so
you?
much-
What's happened upstairs?
So much craziness going on. I don't know why I've got an Australian accent right now, but I do. So much craziness going on.
Crikey. A dingo ate a baby.
It seems like the town is all gathered outside, just waiting right now.
Outside the temple.
Well, they're lining the streets right now.
What is it with these people? Like, they just always crowd around stuff. Like, that mean nothing.
That mean nothing. What? Oh, that mean nothing. Gather around.
Yeah.
Thought you were speaking in code.
No, I don't know tongues.
I've seen this before. I mean, it. I don't know if you've heard, but this town has had quite a few disappearances, and with disappearances come funerals, and this looks like it could be a funeral procession about to start. But I want to get off the streets. I don't like this.
Where should we go?
I don't know.
I know just the bar.
I have a question. While we start walking, if we start walking, I want to approach to her and ask her, how long have you been underground?
You're talking to
Varu?
Varu. Varu is still kind of in and out. She just take me back to the midnight.
What is the midnight? That's an inn?
Yeah, the Midnight Inn.
Oh.
He
Alright.
wasn't with us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
I mean, we kind of just met him today.
Ah, he's one of the crew, ain't he? He's a little shifty, but, you know.
I mean, who isn't shifty in this group?
Hey, I'm watching you. Hey, just get Kellen. Give him a couple punches.
And I can't really take the punches because I'm fucking tiny, and I'm just like it just like pushes me over.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna help you back up.
So as all you guys are surrounding, Axel has kind of gone over to his pride member. He's you can hear him. He's kind of walking back and forth, kind of watching as Zorga's deep in the pits where the baby snakes were murdered. And you do see Eulasha kind of in the shadows, kind of there watching.
Watching
looks
us
like-
or looking down the hallway?
Back and forth, looking at the group of you guys come out, and then back down the hallway towards Zorga.
I'm gonna elbow Cask and be like, "Hey," kind of do some head motions towards the snake woman.
Ah, you're right. We should hide. And I hide behind Boot.
You hide behind Boot. Okay.
Yes, and I try not to be seen.
Okay. All right.
Big paws on his shoulders.
All right. Do me a favor, since you are 7 feet tall. Do me a favor and roll for stealth with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just the yes.
With disadvantage, 8.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Boot is standing there, and you just see this large 7 foot tall cat, kind of just like looking over the shoulders. But more importantly, Eulasha seems to be following your head each time it pops up over his shoulder.
What's that?
And-
Boo! Oh, get out of here, you scaredy cat! Go on, talk to her.
Why? We have what we came for.
All right, you're lost.
Yes, lost.
So, group of adventurers, thank you so much again for coming to our aid. I know that we would be lost without Varu and Queen Ileana. Well, she'd probably have all our heads if we lost her. I think it's about time for the pride to cut out of Stonewall, though. We're going to regroup at the sewers, and then as soon as we can, we're making our way back to Val Rashun, get back with the the queen, and then figure out what to do from here. Because I think Stonewall's lost. I mean, if the Whisper are here, God knows how soon the Echo are going to be here.
First of all, we're sorry for your loss, really. How are you living? Like, through the sewers, you say? Where's that exit?
Well, I mean, the sewers, and he points back off over in the direction that Bree, being from Stonewall, you know that there's a large aqueduct that just empties out into a bay. And he points off in that direction. You know, the sewers, the main shit house comes off the side, and the sewers. I mean, it's not our home, but it's where we've been camped up while we've been here in Stonewall.
Okay.
But I think those days are over. This is looking like a shit show.
I will tell her where the Whisper was heading towards. Just, so they can protect themselves and avoid that area.
All right. Well, I mean, you proved yourself in the shrine, so if you ever find yourself in Val Rashun, I know that Queen Eliana could use some good soldiers, so...
Where?
Val Rashun, it's the Dwarven stronghold up north. Between here and Red Star.
How do you spell that?
So that's where she is? It seems kind of weird that you just gave that up to us.
Well, she trusts us.
It's spelled VAHLRAHSHUN, lots of H's. Val Rashun. And Kellen, he kind of gets down, like almost like a dad would like put his hands on his knees and kind of lean over, kind of ruffles your hair a little bit, and he's like, "You got to learn how to trust people now and then, little one." And then he
I
kind of
don't know what to say.
I think that was his point.
Aru, you want to go back to the Midnight Inn and get your things and leave? What do you want to do?
Again, Veru in and out, but I need to lay down. I need to rest.
Okay.
I think we could all use the rest. What time is it right now?
Rest time, hopefully.
Just past noon.
You can tell that hours have gone by since you've been in here, but without being able to see the sun, you really can't tell. Hours, you would guess early afternoon.
Days, weeks, who knows?
Month. It's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so hungry. We should go.
I'll
Yes.
second that.
All right.
Back
do
to the
that.
Midnight Inn it is.
So, as you guys are exiting, Cask, as you look over your shoulder, you do see Yulasha looking at you. And whatever the medieval sign for "call me" is, that's what she kind of gives you. Is that that little wink of like,
Message me.
yeah, message me.
She's just doing that snake thing where she like.
Yeah.
She's shaking her tail like.
Okay.
It would never work.
It will never work. All right. So, and that is the end of the Serpent Shrine Underground. As you make your way back up to the main temple, you do.
Great session, guys. See you guys next week.
And you all decide to go back in. I don't know why. But...
Oh, we forgot.
Oh, that other door.
Did go down more.
So as you exit, again, you're coming out. You've been underground for so long that even as late as it is, and as you look around, look at the sky, you can tell that you're pushing about 3 in the afternoon ish. But
I
you
think
are
we
feeling
passed lunch.
and second breakfasts, all of them. You're noticing like a heaviness in the air. You are hearing chatter from the outside as you start to make your way out of the Serpent Shrine. You see the orphanage; it's been repaired. You see off to the side the sewers that Axel was speaking about. To the right, the org. But you are seeing lining the streets, almost like a festival atmosphere, to some point. There are somber faces. There are a collection in the middle of the street, like dock workers. Some of the pirates that you met inside of the Midnight Inn are inside, in the middle of the street, just kind of mulling around. You see some of the wildling folks. So you do see, who would you know? You see Barney off to the side. You see Jacob, Shane, and Stan, all kind of standing in a collection. And they look a little bit different than last time. Obviously, Jacob is sans an arm. But they all have this W tattoo underneath their chin now. And it looks pretty fresh and pretty painful, including Barney. Barney, Jacob, Shane, Stan all have this tattoo.
A W or double U?
A W.
Okay.
They're standing with this large half-orc woman, wild hair but beautiful face. Another large half-orc woman with incredibly beautiful eyes, almost like grayish in color. You see Meep, Jeffrey Rourke, and his man, Mr. Steele, and this beautiful redhead, all kind of walking towards the Midnight Inn. The turtle druid with his bears are off to the side by the orphanage, and they're kind of playing games with the collection of the town children. You see 5 wizards, all decked out. They all have like a little emblem on their cloaks, and it is similar to the Elven Oak icon that you had a token of cast. One of them holding a rod that Meep was making has that emblem on the end of it. But all 5 of them just kind of standing there. You see Goldie, a couple dwarves, a couple of the sorcerers from the Twisted Rune, just about everybody from town that you've met, and a lot of people that you haven't met collected around. You're seeing the young child that came and hugged you earlier when the sinkhole happened, cast. He isn't with the druid and with the bears, but he is standing with who you assumed was his mother at the sinkhole. Both of them long-faced, both of them dressed in complete black. And they're kind of standing by the morgue. As you make your way towards the Midnight Inn, Everly and Ruby Jewel are standing outside, and they're kind of, watching and whatnot. And it's Everly who sees you first, and his big fat hand just kind of waves you over towards him, toward the Midnight Inn. And that's the scene that you're entering. What would you guys like to do?
We're in the Midnight Inn.
You're approaching the Midnight Inn. Everly called you over.
Cat and Jewel, Everly, pleasure to see you both. What's drawn all the townsfolk out in the streets over there? It's quite peculiar.
But it's another fucking funeral. Our boy Nero who died. They're having his going away party tonight. It seems like kind of a rush, if you ask me. It kind of blows our plan to get rid of that bridge out of the water, I guess. We have to postpone that. This is going to be an all-out affair. But, yeah. All the boys, all the dock workers, all the pirates, they're we got to pay our respects to Nero. He was a big part of us getting out of town.
I'm sorry, I missed something. What about blowing up a bridge?
Oh my god. Sorry, I did not recognize you, strange man. I know not of what you speak.
It's alright. This is Zadar Sayer. He's an ambassador, wizard. What are you actually?
I am an ambassador. For the crown.
For who?
For the crown.
Which crown?
The crown.
The current one?
Yes.
So,
are you an ambassador for a different crown? Would you expect me to be an ambassador from a different crown?
There seems to be a few.
Yes, I mean, when you rule an empire, you kind of have to send ambassadors to different locations to...
Yeah, but in your own country, I thought they go to other countries. Although nobody's ever been outside this country, am I right? There's nothing
That is true.
past the
Nothing
ocean.
else out
So
maintain
you,
good relations with the townsfolk and the various nobility.
Kesk, you vouch for this man, right?
I do.
Okay. What can you tell me about him?
I know things. Wait, what was the question?
Tell me about your friend. If you vouch for him, what actually makes you
of
trust him?
course.
Because he serves the great king who we all support. Air quotes.
Are you gonna stealthily do air quotes in front of?
Boots-
No, I'm doing it
those
pretty.
air quotes. Those air quotes were pretty obvious. Are you saying you work against the king?
Hey, truly an ambassador and a master investigator we got here.
I have a question. I just to clear the air here. Are we talking about King Danel or the Queen Ileana or
King
Which-
Danel.
King Danel? Okay, there you go. See?
Wait, do you two even know each other? I mean,
Yes, we met a while
Oh.
back. Why do you think I sent for him when I was in trouble?
I don't know.
it could have
that,
just been
actually.
a random occurrence. I don't know.
It would be pretty random to send a trusted friend to go find out somebody by a specific name with a specific description and then find that person. That's
For all I know, he was a cook for you one time.
What are the chances?
what are the chances indeed.
Yes, the
You know,
last
for
I
somebody-
saw him, he was
So are we going to
pursuing-
keep standing out in the street or shall we go
Yes.
inside?
You start hearing this gong
Okay.
coming from the morgue, like a bell, and it's ringing over and over, like boom, boom, boom. If you were to count it, it counts 12 times.
12 bucks.
The people in the street, the pirates, the dock workers, the seafarers, are all kind of getting on a uniform single line. As the doors of the morgue open, you see these guards that you've seen before standing outside the morgue, and now that you're kind of have seen the guards from inside the shrine, they really do look pretty similar, except for these guards are more shiny, I guess. They're not as rough looking, and they're carrying this wooden box out of the morgue. And they all start to line up. You see the little boy, you see the mom walking towards this way, towards the box, and they all start kind of leading off down towards the Mazzy's tower as the funeral procession begins. As that happens, Everly kind of leans over to Ruby, whispers in his ear, "I think you guys are getting some attention." And he points over, and you see Ben Rourke, Periwinkle, had to go through the names, and this behemoth of a figure behind him, who you haven't met yet, but it looks like it is a large Loxodon, wearing robes, very old, standing behind them, over by the org, and they're all kind of staring off in your direction. I think it's time that we all get inside.
Yeah,
I agree.
She needs to lay down.
Yes.
And so Ruby puts his hand on you, Zada, and looks at you, Cask. You vouch for this man.
Yes, he was a captain, much like myself.
All right, let's all
Much
get
like
inside.
You
Much
are a
like
captain. You can relate. Yeah, there you go. You have things to talk about in the inside. Let's go.
All right. Do me a favor, Bree and Boot. Both of you guys. Actually, no. Your passive is passable. You see a message written in Thieves' Cant above the door. Basic. I can send you what. Well, I'll just tell you here. Under the mountain, leading the way. But what's different about this message? There's a little symbol of a bee underneath it, and there's a little symbol of a fish underneath it. Boot, that means absolutely jack shit to you. Bree, it means something to you. Okay? The little bee symbolizes you. The little fish symbolizes somebody else. As you make
You
your way
said-
in, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, say it under the mountain. What?
Under the mountain, leading the way.
Can I make a history check?
Sure.
That's So 9 plus history, so that's 11 again. Fuck.
This one is fairly easy. It is a saying that you've heard many, many times in your youth, and it's talking about the Lookout Point mountain. Leading the way is something new to you. The bee, you know, is representing you, and the fish is representing one of your friends, Jakatha, who was an orphan with you. As you guys enter the Midnight Inn, it looks pretty desolate compared to what you were had seen last time. The only people that you're seeing inside, including you and Ruby and Everly, Bertha behind the bar, Brandel kind of just sitting on the stairs, perks up when he sees Baru. And then at a table off to the far end, away from you guys, you see Jeffrey Rourke, who you would assume might be Mr. Steele, wrapped in complete black cloak. Can't see any skin whatsoever. And then this very voluptuous, very fiery redhead human female, sitting with him. Mr. Steele is working on a cut that Jeffrey has on his cheek, but other than that, they are to themselves.
Wait, I thought Jeffrey was outside.
That was Ben Rourke.
Benwork.
They're brothers.
That's right. They look so much alike.
Not anymore.
Would I know them? Would I know them from my the time that I spent in the city?
You know that Jeffrey Rourke is the ambassador of Stonewall.
Okay.
If he's the ambassador of Stonewall, then what are you the ambassador of Cetizen here? Are you the ambassador of another town?
I tend to maintain relations with the lesser known folk.
Like fairies? Are you a fairy?
I mean, only on Wednesdays.
Speak. Nice.
Wait, is you're an ambassador from the crown to Stonewall? Is that
No,
right?
I travel from town to town. I maintain relations with more of the common folk. See how things are going.
No,
see
I
how
don't
can
know.
help.
Inside
enough.
check.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Inside check.
Go for it.
Uh,
3.
so that's 19.
Ooh.
So 16 plus 3.
Okay.
What am I gonna roll for? Deception?
It's a roll off. It's a roll off.
Bam, bam, bam.
That is an 11. Yes, I am telling the truth.
I believe you.
Were you
Really?
feeling otherwise?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because, I have a half orc inside of me. I'm like, suspicious. Extra suspicious.
Speaking of,
I mean, I am
maintaining
simply
relation-
an ambassador's apprentice, so.
Did you guys notice that there's actually passive insight? Mine's 9.
Speaking of maintaining relationships, Zada Sair, what say you we take Varu up to one of the beds in this inn?
I think that is an excellent idea. And I continue walking her up the stairs to her room.
I assist.
Right, Yasmin is following you guys as long as you let her. But she's following you guys. Brandel is kind of leading the way. It's like, here, I forget Brandel's voice. I'll give you back your room. Let's go. Let's get it laid down.
Is Cask? Wait, Cask, did you walk upstairs as well?
Yes, yeah. I'm
Okay.
Tent.
All right, so I've got Bree and is Ruby Jewel nearby? Like, who's at this table? It's Bree
Yeah.
and Kellen and me.
Yeah, at this table you have you, Bree, and Kellen. The other members of your party have gone upstairs. Bertha is coming out as Cask and Zada are heading upstairs. bringing water. She did bring some drinks for everybody, but as they left, they're just going to be empty down there, or a full glass. What happened to your orc friend?
He's
I don't know.
under an affliction. He will show up later.
So she kind of leans down and looks at you. Is he inside one of you guys?
Oh, he's...
What? Oh, that's crazy. Yes.
How do you know that? What makes
I've
you
been
believe
around.
that?
I've been around a while. Which one?
Me.
All right. Little miss, I mean no offense by this, but can you please close your eyes?
Nope.
All right. So she takes the glass. Do me a favor, roll for dexterity.
18 plus something.
Okay. As you say no, she slams the glass of water down where your hand would have been, but you had moved it. I'm trying to help you. If you want him out, you got to go through some pain.
I'm all for pain, but I need to know. See, it's all about consent.
Well, that's why I asked you first.
Yeah, but I need to build some
You didn't
trust,
really ask,
right?
actually. You actually just kind of said, close your eyes. That's kind of really weird.
So she kind of looks over at you, Kellen, but then she looks back over at Bree. If you are content with having another soul inside of your head, then by all means. But if you want him out, you have to go through some pain.
Oh, just as somebody who's been very well experienced in having a gigantic half-orc inhabiting his skull, if I could have had something that would have gotten that big oaf out of my skull, and a nice lady would have come up to me and propositioned me in such a way, I would have gladly taken her up on it, because it is miserable. Believe me, when that guy starts talking, you won't hear anything else. Your entire thoughts will be surrounded by his moanings and his
I don't see any problem.
poetry.
He's being really polite. He haven't said anything.
Well, just you wait, young Missy.
You don't think he might be dead inside you, do you?
Moth,
how do you know he's inside you?
Moth, are you there?
Maybe he's inside me again. Wait, quick! Hit my hand! I'm gonna put my hand out. Well, get him out of my skull!
I'm gonna slap Boot.
Slams down on your hand, Boot.
Fuck!
With the glass.
I'm gonna slap Boot too. Just like even after that.
Okay, so maybe,
watch it, little M.
Maybe I'm sorry, Moth. Maybe I overdid it.
Talk to me.
Are you there? Moth is dead, guys.
Alright, hold on, where is it going? I don't know what you're complaining about. We should be fine.
I kill him.
As this is going on downstairs, and Bertha's kind of giving you your drinks and kind of shrugged it off and shaking her head like, Emma, naive. Cask and Zada, what are you guys doing upstairs?
I am laying Baru, helping her lay down on the bed, make sure she's comfortable.
I am fluffing her pillow behind him as he tucks her in. And offhandedly I say, hey, when I last saw you, you were pursuing a lich collecting Twisted Rune text. This I know, because I was the one who told you. Were you successful?
I mean, I don't know if I would say that I was pursuing the lich. But, you know,
Zada,
I like to travel.
There is something I must say. I have deliberately not told my friends in the state in which I found you. I hold a genuine curiosity as to why there seem to be two of you. Not to mention that strange pillar I seem to have saved you from.
You know, I completely forgot about that body on the floor that seemed to look like me. Yes, I mean, I don't exactly know what I look like. But I imagine looking at something who looks something like me.
It was not you? I just need
I
some
mean, I am
clarity.
here.
I will tell you what. Zada Sayyid Hassan Bashar, captain of the brave Bastardi. If it makes you more comfortable rather than being put on the spot, I will tell you of the things that I have learned in the past few days, as I think it may indulge your fascination with history. What do you say? Information for information? I will even go first.
Yeah, that's fair. It would be good for me to be caught up on current events after today.
Excellent. Is Varu asleep, by the way, or is she just like, what's she doing?
So Varu is again in and out of it, but mostly she looks like she's starting to settle down. Yasmin sitting on the bed next to her, kind of stroking her head. You can hear her humming a song, but really can't make out what it is. So sister taking care of sister as you guys are standing in the doorway.
My friend was very intent on finding you, Varu, and Zada, it is an oddity that you just happen to be looking for the same person.
You mean looking for Varu?
Yes.
Well, it's Yasmin's sister. Yasmin is a very good friend of mine, so hearing that her sister was in trouble, I felt it would be important to find her.
A respectable initiative. I am sorry. I give Varu a little kiss on the head, and then make sure she's tucked all the way in. And I say, I am sorry, Zada. I said I would go first, and then immediately asked you a question.
Yes, it's okay. I mean, I was you saying that. I was not aware that you guys were also looking for her. I thought that you were just coming along with me to help find her.
Another piece of the puzzle. So,
Kask, I've always appreciated how you speak.
Thank you. It is a part of my legend.
It is. You will have a great one.
One day. That is the hope. I'll take out my lute and pull up a little stool next to Varu and start just strumming softly as we have this little conversation. So what I have learned, you will not believe this, but a naked man chained to a wall told me that the Tri-Kreen are rumored to be working with Dinel, the one you claim to be an ambassador of. So you should know this, right? Trewiley, the man we found, he believes we will play a role, or they will play, the Tri-Kreen will play a role in the attack on Stonewall.
How do you spell that? Tri-Kreen?
Trikreen, I think.
Okay. Naked Man said Tri-Kreen would play a role
in attacking Stonewall. He also believed that there will be necromancers aiding him. I'm not sure what Varu was doing, whether she was helping these Whisper in some kind of necromantic ritual or what. That is out of my field. But I would like to know once she is well rested. He also told me, along with the others, that the Temple of the Twisted Rune is a gateway to unlocking the secrets of the Black Obelisks. Now this is where I become curious, as I found you with such an obelisk.
Yes, you did. So, we've been moving around, investigating temples, specifically related to the Twisted Rune.
Does that have to do with the temples that I have? And I pull out the Book of Serpent Shrines and see if they line up, or at least just show him.
No, they're two different things.
Okay. No, that doesn't strike me as familiar. What is that? Where did you find that?
This is what they were after. I close it and put it back in my pocket.
Oh, and that was the list that they were willing to trade Varu for.
Yes.
Where did you find it?
Oh, just another boon that you may owe me.
Fair.
I found it in a chest. I can't tell. I can't tell you.
Oh, was that the chest that you and Boots were
Yes.
messing around
that
with?
whole thing. I will write such a good tale one day of Boot
You
the
will.
masterpiece.
He is certainly a master of.
He was a master
Sleight
of
of
many
hand.
things. Yes, I can learn a lot.
You
Anyway.
can.
Yeah,
You
like
can.
they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you weirder and harder to relate to. So
Well
that
said,
was
Cask.
a nice time in that dungeon.
Yes, it seemed like it went on for a long time, didn't it?
It did, it did. But just to wrap things up, so I do believe we now know the location of one such obelisk here in the city, which may or may not be sacked very soon. So what do you think we should do? And my strumming starts getting faster and faster.
That is a good question. I turn to Yasmin and say, did you learn anything while we were in there? While I was trapped in there? I know we haven't really had much time to talk about what happened. How long was I in there?
All morning. I mean,
It wasn't days then.
No, just the
Okay.
morning. I mean,
That's good to know.
You went in there when the sun just started to creep, and I was turned around, looked at the fire, turned back around. You were gone. Felt you yell inside my head. I assumed it was a message from you, but then silence, nothing, and I couldn't find you. I panicked, so I went to go find Cass.
Strange. Well, get some rest. Please don't leave. Yasmin, please don't leave with him either. Please. We just found you guys. I mean, like, it would be a shame to see you go so soon. I know that you are being grilled and whatnot, but really, they're a bunch of good fellows. I trained with them for a year. I can say that.
They seem capable. They held their own back there. Varu, what do you want to... I know you are feeling rough. Are you going to want to stay here or leave?
As soon as I can, I'm joining the others and heading back to Varushu.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like the place that we should go.
It does.
This town is dead. It's dead. Whether
On the
you come
verge
with
of
me or not,
collapse.
whether you come with me or not, you should leave. She just kind of closes her eyes and tear from her eye. Yasmin just kind of still petting her head and
What do you want to do, Cask?
I think we should go downstairs. Now that you are all caught up, maybe we can make a decision together. 'Cause I personally do not want to feel like I am dooming an entire city, but if we must go to save ourselves, then I will leave with you.
Right. I turn to Yasmin and do you want to stay here with your sister? Not like for a long time. I'm just saying, do you want to come with us downstairs or do you want to stay up here and stay with your sister?
I understand. I'm going to stay with Varu.
Okay. In that case, I just walk by her and lightly grasp her hand just squeeze it and then walk past.
Okay. As you
we
guys
walk
are,
out, I'll give him a little nudge and a wink.
I smile.
As you guys are exiting, you do see Brandel kind of standing up against the wall, kind of shifting back and forth on his feet. He's holding a basin of water. And as you guys exit, he enters and kind of places the water on the bedside table and shuts the door behind him. Back downstairs, you guys were having a grand old time, just you three. What are you guys up to now? Unmuted. You're muted there, Bree.
I just saw it. Okay. Okay. If someone is going to hit me, it better be one of you guys. Okay? But I want a clean hit on the side. I need a shot. And let's go for it.
Yeah, shots all around. Shots all around.
Yeah, okay.
I could go for the shot.
Sure.
Okay. Go hit me.
I'm really wicked. I'm wicked sober right now. I don't.
I'm gonna
really
knock
feel
him aside. I'm gonna knock him aside and just backhand Bree right across the face.
All right.
With my good hand.
She's accepting it. Boot. This backhand comes in like a whip across her face, leaving just 4-finger welts on the side of her little face. You can hear her neck just like crack in a good way, and she's gonna feel better afterwards.
Pressed it.
Level
3.
And again, Kellen's biting his lip. He's like, "Ooh." But as soon as that whip happens, the table right in front of you, this large half-orc appears, butt naked, laying on his back, spread eagle, and just kind of like looks up through his legs and moth his back.
Your nuts are in my nuts.
Twice in a day? What the hell? Where am I?
I just got a close-up look at your taint.
Who are you? Who the hell are you?
I'm gonna backhand Moth.
I'm gonna try to grab his hand when he goes to backhand me.
For everyone.
Okay. All right.
Is that just your? Is that your AC?
But you're laying down, so
if you're gonna try to grapple his arm, then let's do it for a grapple. Let's roll for a grapple.
He's prone.
Yeah, you're dozed. You're prone. I think I should get triple advantage on this baby.
At least advantage.
What am I rolling? A strength?
Yeah. With disadvantage, more.
Alright.
Roll a 7.
Okay. Boot, what'd you get?
Do I add anything to it? Any modifiers?
Only if you.
Dexterity,
no.
right?
No, we're doing for strength.
Strength.
Yeah, then just 17 flat.
Okay. All right. So you do again. Just you're going slap happy at the bar. You slap Bree. You saw Naked Moth show up, and you just slapped him as well.
The hell was that for? Who the hell do you think you? I'm gonna stand up in all my nakedness, and I'm gonna look over and Boot's direction, be like, "Who are you, and why are you strapping me?"
Moth, you've been inside my fucking head. Get in your own head.
But, and I'm gonna kind of just recall and be like, yours was the other one. Your fucking fucked up, twisted brain fucked me up.
Who, me?
Not you. Yours was kind of quiet. well,
Contain my laughter.
Well, no, I didn't.
It's fine. I keep you close inside. That's a trick, you know. You create like a wall, like a cube, and you keep the fucking half orc inside, so he won't wander.
Come on. I don't feel right at this moment. Is there any booze, or is there a shot or something? I need to feel myself again.
Maybe you could use some
to the right
pants.
spot.
Does anybody have? Well, speaking of which, does anybody have my pants?
Okay.
I have his pants, but I'm upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for Cask.
I know what you need. And I'm gonna grab a purple drink and I will put it in front of him. I want to see what happens.
The last time
so-
I saw somebody drink that purple drink, he was naked as well. And I'm gonna grab the drink and I'm gonna slam it back.
Oh. Okay. All
Good
right.
Come
memory.
on, Moth.
There we go.
Come on, Moth.
Baby.
You had a really long day.
So it does taste like pop rocks. As soon as it hits your throat, just this fizzle in the back of your throat. And you could feel it like it's just burning water going all the way down.
Oh man, tastes like tequila. Feels good. Tequila.
Initially, you're not feeling anything whatsoever except for that burn, and we'll come back to you in a little bit with that. But
I'll need my where the hell? Where's Okay, time out real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little grayed in the hair right now. My head's a little foggy. Your name is Boot, right?
Yes.
You're the little one,
Yeah,
I'm your
good
friend.
enough.
right? Where did the really annoying one go?
Which one?
Which one?
The one that always has something negative to say.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The one that likes to blow things up but always misses the mark.
Oh yeah, I don't know where he is. Kellen.
Where did Kellen go?
I've been here the whole time.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna be right up in his face, and I'm gonna.
And that's the third slap. That's it.
all right, Kellen, roll for a death saving throw.
Can I at least go dexterity?
Bludgeoning damage.
Instant death. Instant
I
death.
failed.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
So,
is he rolling?
No. I was just kidding. As this is going on, Zada and Cass, you guys are coming back downstairs, and what you see from your point of view is Moth is back, but he's fully naked and standing with his hands on his hips, and Kellen standing perfectly, almost like it's an Austin Powers scene, blocking the junk, and Kellen's head is right where Moth's junk is. And that's what you see as you come down the stairs.
I take out Moth's pants, I wrap them out in a snap, and then I slap them into Zada Sair's chest and run down the stairs.
Hey, you're the. I'm sorry, my names are escaping me, but I remember we were on a trip to this town, and you like to sing. Your name is.
Who is he talking to? Who are
The
you
giant,
talking
the cat.
to? Oh, hello, Moth. Yo, Zada Sair has your pants. How are you? It has been so long. You look so clean.
I'm trying to remember your name, brother. I remember that we were friends a little bit, but I don't remember your name.
Yes. My name, it is... What is my name? My name is the captain of the bravest bastardi. I am the one who has created the Dread Coast. I am the only tabaxi to have persevered at the ocean of the sea.
While he's doing this, I'm just gonna walk past him, and
exactly.
he's gonna.
And then as soon as
He's
he
gonna.
walks
Get,
by,
he's gonna
I pat him on the back as he's walking by, and then just keep going back to the way they are.
And then I'm gonna go up to Zada and you're Zaddy.
What did you call me?
Zaddy?
That name is reserved for people in certain situations, and this, my friend, is not one of those situations.
I'm sorry, he has a
But
little
he's
bit.
naked.
Wait. I'll put my hands on my head. I'll put my hands on my head and be like, well, this situation calls for my pants that are on your chest, and I thought your name was Daddy.
I put the pants over his head and walk by him.
All right, and I'm just gonna bend over. My ass crack is gonna be out, so everybody can see as I'm I'm putting
No,
my.
don't worry, we're looking away.
Feel free to be less graphic.
I have a nice dimple on my ass.
No.
And then I'm going to turn around. How am I feeling, DM?
Right now, you're feeling okay right this minute. Bertha is approaching you, Moth, and she's handing you specifically a drink, and she raises a hand. I don't know if you remember or not, but the last time you saw her, she slapped you attempted to slap you. Raises a hand and pats you gently on the shoulder. Welcome back, Moth, and then gives you your drink.
Is it a purple one?
No, it's just it looks clear, water.
Okay. Oh, thank you, little lady with the. Sorry, but thanks, I guess. All right, and I'm just gonna take it down.
So is Jeffrey still here? Jeffrey Rourke?
Yeah. So Jeffrey Rourke is still in the corner. It looks like Mr. Steele has pretty much taken care of his face. A clean bandage over looks like about a 4-inch gash on his cheek. Holding solid right now. You do see a little bit of blood seeping through, but it's intact.
What is he wearing? How do I? What is his appearance?
He's wearing ambassador clothes as well, but he's pretty dapper. He considers himself to be you know him to consider himself to be a little bit of a aristocrat. On his other shoulder, leaning on him but looking at you, Zada, you see a fiery redhead, voluptuous, all in white, and she is making eyes with you, but kind of with her finger curling the back of Jeffrey's hair, but staring straight at you.
Is there an empty spot at the bar?
Yeah. The entire place is empty except for your table and Jeffrey's table.
I walk up to the bar and just pull my elbows on it, order a drink.
Okay. Moth, do me a favor and go ahead and roll for do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, lovely. It's like you looked at my saving throw sheet and you're like, which one's the worst?
No, I looked at the purple drink saving throw.
That'll be a 7.
Okay. All right. You are starting to feel a little bit strange. Stranger than normal. A little bit of psychedelic colors kind of popping. Almost like fireworks, but then they go away pretty quick. The voices almost seem to be higher pitched in the air. You hear this music playing in the background that you know isn't there, but it's almost like if you've ever played Super Mario Brothers for like 8 hours straight, kind of like that ding, 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 but it's strumming over and over in your head. And you're starting to feel something, Mom.
It's the Locks effect.
I'm gonna be sweating. Start sweating kind of profusely, and like from the top of my head, and like my hair is kind of getting wet, and it's gonna start rolling down my shoulders. And you can kind of almost, if anybody's looking closely, you can kind of see almost looks like little sparks coming off my skin. And I'm just gonna kind of be like, oof. And just like I have this music in my head, like just jamming out, and like.
I think he's seeing the purple grung.
Oh, you're paying attention.
I'm just glad Moth's back entirely to his normal self. Nothing's changed at all. He's the normal character we've always come to know and love.
I know that everybody is so happy that we're really happy that we left the temple, but maybe we need to actually think what we're gonna do. And maybe order some food and like have a conversation.
Little one, there's no need to talk. Just keep drinking. If you keep drinking, there's no reason or rhymes for anything. You don't need to talk. You can just drink.
Any way we can get him back in your head?
How you feeling, Moth?
Well, feeling pretty good if you don't ask me. I mean, well, you did ask me, but Feeling pretty good.
Please stay away from that purple drink.
Is there something strange about the purple drink that I should have known before I drank said purple drink? Come on, what's your name again? And I'm going to look over at Cask.
Everyone tell him my name is Galan.
It's most certainly Kellan.
I'm
There you
Kellen. He's Kellan.
Galan McClare.
And I'm Kellen McKellar.
Together.
So you're Eminem.
No, we're not related. Wait,
No, but
Eminem.
You're M1 and you're M2, so you're Eminem.
Anyway,
I'm not picking up the
so
reference.
Jeffrey Rock over there. What you
Yeah.
think he's got this slash on? Shall we just all of a sudden gang up on him and intimidate him and pry his secrets from him?
I mean, I could probably
Yes.
just show him
Yes
the
or
list.
yes?
We need to figure out what happened while we were gone. And also we need to figure out what we're gonna do. Because the town is under attack.
Wait,
I know that it feels really safe in here, but
Yes.
where's my speaking of attacks, where's my axes? I need my axes.
I'll just pull that out and put it on the table. And while I
Thank
do
you,
that,
Kanon. Thank you.
of course, yes. Speaking of normalcies, Zada is headed to the, or at least it was inferred, Varu. Do you remember Varu? The one you spoke to earlier in the Midnight Inn, where we stand.
Last
Are you
night.
Yes, you don't have to speak to me like a child.
Moth?
Oh,
I said moth.
okay.
Moth. It's all good.
Was
Let's
that, the,
misunderstand.
was that the beautiful lady with the
Yes.
fiery eyes and the...
Yes, Moth seems very attached to this Varu, and she claimed that this city is doomed. So not to burst everyone's bubble or just throw that out there as like a dead fish, but our options are limited.
So is Ruby Jewel still with us?
Ruby Jewel's not at the table with you. You saw him enter the kitchen area of the Midnight Inn, but you haven't seen him come back out yet. Bertha's still at the bar. As you guys are having this discussion, sorry, I'm going to shift over to Zada just real quick.
Zaddy.
Zada.
can we get
Actually, before I do that, sorry, I rolled, but Moth, do one more wisdom saving throw for me.
And I'm going to concentrate at Philly Spirit de Santos.
Boondock Saints.
That'll be a 9 there, Cotton.
Okay. You are feeling extremely hot, almost like you are sitting in a hot springs. Every pore on your body seems like it is opening up and just pouring out water at this point, or sweat at this point. A little bit hard to breathe, but that's more because your heart is just, you can almost hear your heart beating in your chest. The psychedelic colors that you're seeing, they're not going away. They pop up, they stay there, and they're just there, almost like a little jellyfish in front of you. You're feeling like your hands are extremely heavy, and this is what you're going through at this moment. As that's going on at the table, Zada, you feel this presence before you feel anything else, and it feels like it's almost electricity in the air. And then from behind you, you feel a delicate hand just kind of run one finger from the back of your head to your forehead and just tap. And
You're getting
hello?
better with these disguises.
What do you mean, stranger?
It's good to see you again.
You think you know me?
I have a pretty good hunch.
Do you? And as
I
she
do.
stares at you, you can see just like little embers burning in her eye, little crooked smile. If you know me,
I burned the flame in my eye a little in return.
I almost got you this time, didn't I?
You did.
What
You
gave
did.
me away? What gave me away? Was it I touched you? It was too soon, right?
It was the instant eye contact when I walked in the room. That was really it.
I thought that would be lustful.
It was. You did a great job conveying that.
And what about these?
They look great. Every time you get better and better. I don't know what to say.
One of these times, I'm going to trick you.
I mean, you did once, so I imagine it'll happen again.
Oh, that wasn't a trick. I think you wanted that as much as I.
I mean, I won't argue with that in terms of the end result. But, we all make some interesting choices every now and then, don't we?
Interesting. Like, I see that lost puppy, Yasmin, followed you in here.
Oh, stop it. Every time. This is gonna be an awkward life, for sure.
I can feel that you've been advancing. You're growing. Your power is impressive, Zara Seher.
Thank you. Yes. It feels good to make some progress after a while. This is an interesting journey that we're on. Absolutely. And I reach into my robes and I pull out the book and just show it to her, or put it on the bar, actually. Do you know anything about this?
So you see her eyes just completely red at this point, Fire. The smile wide as she touches it and then almost recoils a bit, but goes back, outlining the star with her finger, and you can see little ashen smoke as she outlines the pentagram on the book. Oh, you found one. How lucky. Are you going to open it?
Yes. I mean, I would. Is it safe to open here?
Do you enjoy the company of your friends?
I don't know if I would call them friends. But, yes, I mean, they seem like... Yes, one of them is a friend. I don't know about the rest, but they seem like... in a strange and twisted way, they have good hearts, I think.
Oh, are you growing a soft spot, Sadase?
I'm only human.
Kind of. Tell you what, I want to give you a gift. Would you accept a
you
gift
brought
from
me a gift.
I did. Speaking of books, maybe I can add to your collection. And she kind of rummages around deep. Her dress, pretty form-fitting, but she can see that she slides a hand down and around her stomach area.
Nature's pocket.
And she pulls out this book. On this book, you can see what you recognize to be the true face of Vinjika. And she presents it to you. And she said, if you're going to open the Infernal book, perhaps you should read this one first.
Thank you. I can see that that is your face. Was that difficult to do? It's impressive work. You've really outdone yourself this time.
Well, she kind of throws her hair back and, well, I am an impressive lady.
Yes, that is one of the things that you are. Absolutely.
Go ahead.
It was good to see you again. How have things been on your side?
Busy. You know how many people are out looking for revenge for one reason or another.
Indeed. Indeed.
So she caresses your face if you let her, and says, "Speaking of which, I should probably get back to our good friend Mr. Roll."
Yes, you look like you guys are hitting it off.
Well, do tell your little lost puppy I said hello.
Oh, stop it. But yeah, I'll tell her you said hi. I'm sure she'll love that.
And with that, she kind of waddles away, or wiggles away. Boop, boop. Back to Jeffrey Rourke.
I put both books back into my robes and if I had a drink in front of me, take a few sips, probably like just a glass of whiskey. And then, yeah, walk back over to the group.
Okay.
See what the commotion is.
All right. As you approach, the moth you left looks completely just out of it, and that's what you're walking back into is moth.
What is going on with him?
Just a purple drink.
The butterflies! Do you see them?
Butterflies are great, moth.
Oh, they're all different colors. One's green, one's blue. One looks like you.
What is the purple drink teaching you tonight?
I'm kind of sad.
Oh, sad. What are you sad about?
I just realized I'm all alone.
Like on a deeper level, or do you mean right now? Because
What does deep mean? Is that like the depth of space and stuff?
you nailed it.
I don't know, I've never been.
It's great. You should check it out sometime.
Oh, well, if it's anything like this.
So, Moth, my friend Moth, it's great to have a drink with you.
It's getting real hot in here, ain't it?
It's kind of hot, yes. So, why you don't tell us a little bit about the situation about you puffing in and out?
Do you see him too?
The butterflies?
Yeah.
The butterflies of truth?
Oh, what do you mean by puffing? Like pufferfish?
Oh,
More like a poof. Poofing.
Are you talking about that thing? I can't remember too well.
No, I could
Moth-
use probably a good lie down.
As
Moth, do me a favor. Roll one more wisdom throw. This is your last one.
Doing great on this there.
Really wanted-
14?
Okay, all right. Still not great. Okay. What you're experiencing, Moth, is you can't hear anything at this point. Everything is just one nonstop, just
tinnitus.
Colors are lighting up the sky. Your eyes, people that are looking at you are watching your pupils just contract, extract, contract, extract. And then you are passing out, and you are going to take
30 damage.
you're taking
30 psychic damage.
4 points of psychic damage, and you are unconscious right now. Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Zada and be like, "Hi, Zada. Who's the bird you was chatting up over there?"
Old friend.
Is she single? She seeing somebody?
Oh, she's definitely single.
well.
Yeah, you should go talk to her.
How do you know her?
Known each other for a few years.
You're so dodgy when you get to these questions. You just never answer a straight thing, do you?
All right, what do you want to know?
Oh, just... How the fuck are you, first of all?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Some scratches.
Who are you?
Oh,
How are you?
There's a language barrier. It's tough sometimes,
Hey, watch it.
Yes, so I am an ambassador to the crown, ambassador's apprentice, specifically. I travel around, maintain good relations between the king and his people. Groups that don't necessarily get attention or have a way to communicate with the governing body. So I tend to fill that role.
Alright, with everything that's going on, there's a lot of political strife and all that. Who are you loyal to? You kiss the hand that feeds you? There's King Denell, who loves all the people so much, I take it.
Well, first and foremost, I'm loyal to myself. Second, loyal to a couple people that are very close to me. Third, the king. King feeds me. But I do the work that I want to do. And, it supports some interests, side hobbies.
A little bit more of a quid pro quo, if you will.
What about you?
Well, I've got quite an history. Most recently joined up completely of my own volition in this Echo army, and been serving it because it served me. Looks like May and this gang about to be splitting now, because the king and his loyalties don't really serve our purposes. He's kind of been running astray of serving the common people, so we're looking to carve something out of our own, it seems.
I want to roll an insight check on his emphasis on signing up all on his own.
Alright, go ahead.
Where'd the fucking dice go? I just had it. Right. Nope, off the table. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't of my own volition. That
he
was not
lied.
clear.
Yeah, just
No, right?
just doing my thing. So after he finishes that thought, why did you sign up?
We all have our reasons, don't we? Sometimes because circumstances force us, that opportunity strikes us. Love ignites our soul in such a way. None of those really fit me. It was more of a forced servitude sort of thing.
You and I are very good at answering questions.
Well, I was pretty right on in that, and I've been more forthright in this conversation than I feel like you have, which is unbecoming of me. And if you would know me from my past history, so I hope you find that worthy of respect, because I feel like you are someone who has quite a bit of brains in your skull, unlike the rest of this lot.
We all have strengths. We all have
You're
strengths.
so full of yourself.
So, Zada,
I mean, is there anything else that you'd like to know?
I
I
have
would like to
something.
know.
I would like to know where you plan on moving off to after leaving Stonewall. I think that... I mean, first of all, I don't know why you're here, but I assume that you have to be off to serve King Denell and find some of those people that are very rarely spoken with.
I mean, you say that's kind of funny. I'm just referring to, the masses, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious as to where your travels will take you next.
So after talking to Varu and Yasmin and Cask upstairs, it sounds like this place is, I don't know, about to collapse. Varu is trying to get out as soon as she feels rested, and she wants to go to Valrashun.
I've heard of it. Is that where you'll be going off to as well?
I mean, it doesn't sound like I will be staying here. I don't have a reason to stay here. Certainly don't have the ability to defend a city from invading forces.
Well, who does? Who does nowadays? But, well, I guess, I mean, we're staying here at the inn. I don't know where you were staying, but, I mean, I guess it's about time we separated, I think, right? You have no other reasons to hang around.
I mean,
right?
are you guys going to
We have some
Valrashun?
business to attend to here at the inn with Ruby, and
I mean, I'm not leaving until Varu is rested.
oh, then I guess we will need to take a private room. Shall we, everyone?
Kellen, why are you acting so dodgy right now?
Yes,
What are
you
you
seem
talking
like you
about?
have something that you really want to say.
Yeah, or like many things even. Or like
But I
maybe
want-
you have to take a shit? I don't know.
From the ground, you hear, oh, no, don't do it, no, no.
Well,
Roll
you
around.
know, guys, I guess that seeing that everybody has a lot of secrets and we meant to keep them that way, I'm gonna head to the bar and I'm gonna just order some food. Okay?
All right,
I think that's better.
that sounds
I'm gonna
great.
go to the bar.
Make it
To be
two.
honest, I'm not very charismatic. I'm trying to tell you to go away because I don't trust you.
That's pretty on the nose.
Yeah, no, I totally got that vibe, Kellen. I was just... It seemed interesting that you were willing to engage in conversation. So it just... Yeah, went along with it.
I just feel like it doesn't make any sense that you're still around us. We have other business to attend to.
What business?
Oh, then, yeah, attend to it.
I mean, if I may speak, and I am but a simple orphaned drow who come from humble beginnings.
Caves.
I'm gonna look at Moth and then kind of lose my train of thought, and then look back to everybody and continue. We all are united not because we had loyalty to the Echo, because we don't. Fuck the Echo. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
Echo.
Indeed. So, but we are unified in our strength together. And the fact that we don't want to be told what to fucking do. That's what we all said. And I heard Zada say very similar things, that his loyalty is to himself and the people that he's friendly with. We've come through, I mean, we've only known each other for a day, but he stuck out and had our back and shot a few fireballs into the ground near enemies. So, I think he deserves us to be straight up with him, and I think he can return that loyalty himself, even just for a day. Are we all in agreement?
Are you saying that you guys want to travel to Valrashun together?
I don't want to do that.
What?
Okay.
What do you want to do, Kellen?
We spoke with Ruby Jewel to... We have other engagements.
What we gonna be doing?
His ship was blocked off. Like he.
And I'm
couldn't
going to
leave?
blow some shit up. Oh, you
that's
didn't hear
right.
that, Zada. You didn't hear that.
What are you going to blow up?
Like
Why
Just
didn't
some
I
things.
hear it?
Some things I have
I've
to
heard
blow
two
up.
people say that to now. Why are you guys so intent on blowing up a bridge? That's odd.
Mommy.
It's a
This-
bridge and a boat. We're gonna buff.
You're gonna blow up a boat?
No,
the
not
boat.
blow up the
so
boat.
it
We're gonna ride
falls
the
on
boat.
the boat.
Wait, we're saying too
Oh.
much. We're saying too much.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is a
think we're
very
saying
strange
enough.
conversation to be having
I
in the
don't
open.
really remember it, to be honest. Like, someone could. Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna
Are
be
you guys-
telling your busty friend over there, Jeffrey Rourke?
You're talking about committing acts of terrorism?
As
This
you,
drunk fool.
Boot, as you point over there, referencing the busty friend and Rourke, you don't know when, but you guys have been so engulfed in this conversation that at some point, Rourke, Steele, and the busty redhead have left, but you don't know when. As you look around, you look out the windows. It is dark outside. Time has passed. Bree, you're at the bar. Bertha has brought you has food out. This is courtesy of Ruby. He wants you all to stay put tonight.
Thank you, Berta.
Thank you.
How's the fish tonight?
The same as it is every night. Fishy but edible.
What kind of fish do you have?
Cod, bass, catfish.
Catfish. Okay.
Have a little bit of each. Those
Yeah.
are free of parasites, right?
No guarantee.
Can I? Is there like any special order?
Besides purple drink, no.
For fish,
Sorry.
no?
Sorry, love. We're packing a lot of stuff up, so it's what we have ready to serve tonight is what we have.
It's okay. Well, thank you.
The
I'm gonna grab-
kitchen, if you want to pass on, is open to you all. If you need anything, feel free. We're closing up shop tonight. So, Bonebreaker never showed. Trelina never showed. Brandle's taking off as soon as he can. The Midnight Inn is closing soon.
What are your plans?
We're getting out of Stonewall.
How?
Hopefully on a boat, but Ruby seems a little bit scared.
We're gonna figure it a way. We need to leave, right? So, we need to try.
So she just puts her large hand on your tiny hand and just be careful and take care of my boy.
Will do.
So she heads back to the kitchen. The night is going on. The conversation with you guys still engrossing. Moth still on the ground. And that's kind of where you're at. You've had your food. You've had your drink. What else would you like to do?
So, Kellen, you're with me at the bar?
Yeah, I'm still there.
What do you think?
Well, as I said, I don't trust Zada. Zada's not next to me, right? He's right behind me, isn't he?
No, I'm over the table.
Well,
I don't trust him. I think that he has way too many secrets for us to be even speaking about the things that we've been doing. We are enemies of the state as of now. And we
Well-
don't know. He is still part of the state. So
yeah,
not
I
to
see.
mention-
I see. And I understand it. I mean, we all have many secrets. But yeah, people who are usually in diplomacy, they have a lot of secrets and they carry a lot of secrets themselves. Other people's. So maybe it's smart to hang out with them. Maybe he can actually help for some passage. Maybe he has some cards of something, some letters.
I don't know. But I've been sitting on quite a few items that I've found back in the shrine. And I've been meaning to show these to the group, but as I said, I don't trust Zada, and we can't seem to get away from him.
From the ground, you hear, "Is it Zada or Zaddy?"
He's your zaddy.
I'm gonna sit up and kind of like Frankenstein. Oh,
Is your Sadie?
oh my god, that hurt. Kellen, right?
Me. Yes.
Yeah, you. I'm pointing at you. I'm looking at you. I see you. I'm at. God, that hurts so much. Is your name Kellen?
My name is Kellen. Yes.
Right, and the fucking cat name is Cascola, right?
Yes.
That fucking son bitch. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk over to Cass and be like, "Why'd you fuck with me?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I was holding your purse, and as I reach around, I handing him his little knapsack. I'll let a little bit of his mother's hair fall out.
I'm gonna pick it up and go back to the other story.
Yeah, we were in little something.
So, wait. So now you're involved in our one-on-one conversation.
I exited. I woke up like Frankenstein and just left.
Okay. So I'm gonna take out the list of names that I have and secretly show Bree. Let's see if I can pull this up for ye.
You don't have to trust Sada. But I think that we can benefit from his acquaintance, at least for survival. At least for now.
So I picked up a list of names from one of the Whisper. 3 names were crossed out. I don't know if you saw, I showed it to the man, the mysterious man in the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to cross out the other names, and he saw right past that, and my crossouts didn't do anything. It's like it's magic paper or something. But 3 names have been crossed out.
Can we do anything to it?
I don't know.
Can you try to tear a little piece of it?
I try and tear it just on the edge.
You're trying to tear it, is that what you said?
Just on the edge.
Yeah, it tears.
It tears. Okay. I try to do another mark, like a little star on the paper.
Whatever you're using to mark on it, it's not transferring over. So it's almost like it's impenetrable to what you're trying to do.
Okay. Well, as you can see, it doesn't work. There are 3 names crossed out. It looks to be Amas Olin, Jelena Umba, and Dizor Staj. I haven't heard any of those names before.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, have we heard Jelena?
Trelina?
No, it's Jelena.
Jelena? Tesor sounds familiar, right?
Is it Dizor?
Is it just you 2 at the bar?
Yes.
Okay. You can roll for history if you like.
17 plus 2.
Okay. You're showing her the piece of paper, right?
Yes.
All right. So you are noticing that each one of the names has a A and B in front of it. With your roll, you're just knowing that stands for ambassador. Each person on that list seems to be an ambassador. The names that are crossed out don't ring a bell. It's not something that you would have heard of before, but just judging from the way they're titled, you can tell that each one seems to be an ambassador of some sort.
So Trewalny is not in it, right?
Trewali is.
Trewalny is.
Ebazan Trewali. We also have Jeffrey Rourke on the list.
What about Sada?
Zada's not here, but if that's his actual name.
True. Okay.
But it shows also a Jardelais Crask. I don't know that name.
All right. Okay. So
That's not all I found though. I also found a map. It's from the point of the city to a cave up north. It has initials or something on it. It's JSJ? I don't know. It's it looks like a JSJ.
okay.
But
We need to show this too. We need to talk about it at least. We're gonna be traveling together. But okay. We need
But
to leave
should
the
it be
city, right?
something that we can trust with Zeta Sahir if he's also an ambassador and he is not on this list? Do we trust the people that are on the list, or do we trust the people that are not on the list?
Who's the list? Who does the list belongs to? We need to figure out that.
The list was on one of the Whisper.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think
why
that...
I'd prefer if we got a room. And
What?
not you and me, not that. No. I misspoke. I prefer if us as a group had a private dormitory where we could all discuss this without our new friend Zeta Sahir. We could bring him in eventually if we find that he's more trustworthy, but at the moment, I think it's best for it just be us.
Kellen, do you have your bag on you, or is it back at the table, or where?
I always carry my backpack.
Okay. The book that was given to you by Artuli, where is that?
It's in my backpack of tricks.
All right.
So it wouldn't be very I wouldn't know anything.
Yeah.
Hear anything because it's in technically another dimension.
Okay. So as this conversation's going on, what are you guys doing in the background?
We need to go back.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm handing Moth his satchel back and allowing a little bit of his mom's hair to spill out.
So thank you for holding on to this cask.
You got your memory back.
For some reason, I'm gonna be honest with you. Something happened to me, and I'm not sure entirely what. But there's a reason, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. As to why I hop into people's subconsciouses, brains, if you will. But I forget, and my memory gets chipped away at a little bit every time it happens. And twice in a day is quite a lot for me to handle. It's never happened before either.
The curse of the blessed. Perhaps you just need a nice lie down.
I was just lying down for a little bit.
That is true. But you didn't look like you were having, the good kind of lie down. That looked like very,
I'm going to get really close to Cask and be like, if you've seen some of the places I've slept, that was mighty comfortable.
I allow this to happen.
Cool. Moth, I noticed that you're... I'm down here. Hey. You seem to be having some trouble with your axe. It's bent, right?
Did get a little bit banged up. Fine.
You got a pretty close look at your axe, if you know what I mean.
I don't like that.
My hands are as I'm kind of gripping, I notice my hands are a little bit like wet almost, and like I'm not sweating, but like I feel like this layer over me, and I'm just kind of like, the hell. Is old Bryce in town? I can get this fixed.
Yeah, I guess you could talk to Meep in the morning, but I do have an extra great axe, and I start to like pull it out of my backpack, like the great axe that I took from the shrine. You could probably use this right here. I mean, I can't keep lifting this. You gotta either take it, or I'm gonna drop it back down in my backpack.
Thank you for that, and I'm just gonna be like, I'll hold on to this, and I'll give it back to you when my axe is fixed.
I don't think I'll need that.
You never know when you might need a big axe.
It's just kind of taken up a whole bunch of space in my backpack, and I deeply regretted it after I put it in.
That's what she said.
It is.
So, Kellen, as you were taking out the axe and Moth was helping you with it, you did hear like this, almost like a hovering dragon, just a whoof, 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 coming from inside the bag, and you can see the pages of the satchel book that Artuli gave you. With each whoof, the pages kind of flutter.
Is the book the book is bound and has like a leather strap around it, right?
Right.
So it's not like where it's really open or anything.
Right.
Just I'm a little concerned that I just.
Did anyone else notice this?
I mean, it was right there around all of you guys.
Everyone was watching him pull the axe out of the bag.
Yeah, this wasn't really a hidden motion, so I mean, it was a loud whooshing sound, so it would have drawn everybody's attention towards
it. Was like Jumanji.
Yeah.
What you got there, little guy?
You remember that book?
I cannot remember every book I read.
No, it was a book that we had gotten from I think we got it from Trewali, right?
It was a quite remarkable book, written in all sorts of devil's language.
It's yeah, I haven't read it yet, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if that's one to just read. It doesn't seem like your regular night book.
Just to clarify, the book that's making the whooshing sound is the documentsy satchel that Artuli.
Oh, that one.
That's the one.
Okay. Wait, which one?
Machine.
Maybe we should find somewhere private.
It's just a picture of
we're in
his butt.
somewhere private. Who's around us?
Here's
Are we alone?
something.
Are we completely alone right now?
Yeah.
Kellen's just trying to
Everybody,
sleep with everyone.
Yeah, this entire party is at one table, and you were alone in the room. Bertha has disappeared into the kitchen, and you do hear like moving, shuffling in the kitchen, but you guys are alone.
All right. If everyone wants to see, let's find out what they have to say.
You're so dodgy, Kellen. Always with your secrets.
No, I'm about to show you.
All right.
Take it out.
Bring it out, then.
I'm about to take it out for y'all and put it on the table.
Yeah,
Whip it out.
Can it reach the table?
Yeah,
If I-
he's gonna take everything he has. I'm gonna put
just
it on
have
the
to reach.
table. Well, you don't do the same thing.
Okay.
So as you put the documentsy satchel on the table, you start to pull the leather strings to open it up. The page is still fluttering, the whoosh sound still going until you let the strings pull, and the book just flies open, pages fluttering by, and it lands on a certain page. And almost as if it's been written in front of you, you see Brave Echo Soldier. A package is being prepared for you at Coster of the North in Stonewall. Work your magic, with quotation, before delivering it to the org. Ensure our gift makes a large impact, Cadet McKellar. Signed, Captain Artuli Dryavan. And that's it. And with that, we're going to end episode 11 of Whispers and Echoes.
No.
Will the Echo Soldiers follow the path of the Artuli Scroll? Will they bust the ship from the harbor? Or will they follow the path to the Serpent Shrine and follow the Dwarven encampment? Find out next time.
That's great.